What's going on, Broncos Country? Week 3 of the NFL preseason is upon us, and the Broncos are one of the last teams to play in what's going to be the finale for the NFL preseason. The Arizona Cardinals come to town. Denver looks to go a perfect 3-0 with a win today over Arizona. We're 30 minutes away from kickoff, but as always, I always want to get the audience involved early on. So, shout out your city in the comment section. I also want to play a little bit of an impromptu game. Shout out your city. You can put your area code or instead of your city, and I want to see if I can guess what state you live in based on your area code. I'm a little bit of a geography guy, so I like my geography, and I want to just test myself right now. So, shout out your city. I see Dylan watching from Utah, Salt Lake City in the house here, Lake Forest. Do the zip code, not the area code. Area code, that's different. That's very difficult. We got a lot of area codes coming in. Atlanta's Gaming 45140. 45 area code. I'm gonna guess is Louisiana? I'm going to go with Louisiana. Richard, 8. I'm thinking Wyoming. I'll go with Wyoming. Lord of Liberty, 9. Southern California. John E., 15. I know John E.'s in Pittsburgh, so I'll cheat on that one. Atlanta's in Ohio. Damn it. Okay, it's okay. Rebound. Pono, 9-6. Could that be like Oregon or Washington? Mike, 8-1. I'll go with Colorado. Rachel, 5-9. I'll say 5-9 is... Could it be Indiana? This is not as fun as I thought it would be, actually. This is a lot more challenging. I'm like, this is... Drew, I'm going to say Illinois. Okay. Joe, 7-8. Give me Arizona, and I'll go out with that right there. Okay, shout out your city for me in the chat. We have over 150 people watching. I probably did not make for great television with guessing zip codes, but you know what? It's preseason week 3. Who cares? This is the final game of what has been essentially meaningless football, and despite that, the Broncos have still put on a bit of a show for us, like playing the starters into the second quarter in some cases, putting together some just entertaining games. Like, if you guys haven't watched the other preseason, bravo to you. You should not. It's awful. But if you have stumbled across it, it's boring. And I was talking about this with my dad this morning. I hopped on a 7 a.m. flight just to get back in time for this watch party. And not that the NFL needs to change anything, but their preseason sucks. And it has, I think people even my age or older know, really gone down in value. There used to be this big dress rehearsal. Starters would play the whole first half, sometimes the first 3 quarters. Now half the teams don't even play their starters or backups. Backups aren't even playing. Second stringers are not touching the field. It's just such a waste of time. But let me go. Let's go and talk about our friends over at Prize Picks really quickly before we divulge into our preseason week 3 analysis. Today's show is brought to you by Prize Picks. That's America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. Prize Picks has an awesome deal for Broncos Country, where if you download the Prize Picks app, they're going to give you $100 deposit match when you use code CLNS. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100 for America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. Also, today's show being brought to you in part by Game Time. Game Time has an awesome deal for Broncos fans where if you use their Game Time picks, it'll just reduce the fluff so you don't have to waste hours searching through thousands of tickets. So when you use Game Time, you can get $20 off your first purchase with code CHATSPORTS. Terms apply, but again, create an account and redeem code CHAT Sports for $20 off your first purchase. I put all this information in the comments and description of today's video. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. So, who are you watching for in this preseason finale? Get in the chat. Give me some names. I'm going to go with Zach Wilson. Could he actually jump all the way up to QB2 on this depth chart? He's been very impressive the last 2 to 3 weeks. The wide receiver room, after your top 3 to 4 guys, Lil Jordan Humphrey, Devon Vele, Brandon Johnson, Troy Franklin, they're all competing for roster spots. I don't think anything's a guarantee except for probably Troy Franklin just because of where he was drafted. Another spot on the depth chart, defensive line. You've got your 3 starters, Zach Allen, DJ Jones, John Franklin Myers. What about Yome Wazirike? He missed all of last year due to a suspension. He's looked really good in training camp. He'll get some reps today, most likely. I'm still waiting to see if never mind. Oh, no, Devon Vele is back. He missed last week with a leg injury. Brandon Jones and Levi Wallace are going to play, so we're going to have some starters out there. Cody Barton as well. So I'm kind of excited. I'm looking for an official inactives list, but I'm not coming across it. I think we're going to see a decent amount of starters on the field. I mean, not all 22, but 5, 6, maybe even 7, which I think would be a decent win. Reyes Gaming, Greg Dulcich if he plays. Reyes, I really like that one. Greg Dulcich has been healthy for a change the last month, which has been awesome to see. And when healthy, we know what he's capable of. Like, he's a real difference maker in the passing game. So Dulcich hopefully stays healthy. If he does play today, maybe the Broncos know what they have in him and they don't want to push it, so they shut him down. Cadillac Fleetwood, anybody not like the new uniforms? I like the new uniforms. I think they are better than the old uniforms, and that has to be priority number 1, and I'll check that box. They have probably, I don't like the orange triangles like right here. Every time I see that, I think it's blood dripping, which I know is kind of a weird place for blood to be anyway, but that's the first thing that jumps in my head. So I could do without the armpit triangles. Like, that's like a little bit too much. The Lord of Liberty, Jonah Ellis, great one. Jonah Ellis, I think, is going to be more than just a roster lock. I think he's going to be a contributing player to this team. I think he's going to get on the field. I think he's going to be a part of that pass rush rotation with Benito, Cooper, and Browning. I don't think but Browning or Cooper, your 2 starters, either one will command 80% of the snaps. I think you're going to see Ellis kind of work his way onto the field for 10, maybe 15 snaps the first couple of weeks at the high end. But if he performs in those 10 to 15 snaps, that could turn into 15 to 20, and who knows from there. Now, our Super Chat menu for today's video, $2 Super Chat, ask a question, give me a take, whatever you're thinking. We'll get it on screen for everyone watching to see. $5 Super Chat, we're going to give you one of our hot takes for the 2024 season. Reed and I were actually chopping up a couple of hot takes before we started the stream. $10 gets you added to our Mile High Club, and as always, I forgot something, which is the Mile High Club, so I'll ask producer Jack to bring it in here. $20 Super Chat, we've got a jersey raffle. Pick your favorite player, pick the jersey you want, and we're going to do a raffle for that at the 2-minute warning of the 4th quarter. More on that in just a second. And then a $100 Super Chat gets you added to our Blue and Orange Club. Reed, let's show them the Blue and Orange Club. It's got Slap Yourself, I Don't Give a Buck, I Don't Give a Duck, Mrs. I Don't Give a Buck, John Emery getting shout-outs for the entire 2024 season. If you want to get added to the Blue and Orange Club, $100 Super Chat, and we'll get you on screen all season long. Make sure to subscribe as well. We actually recently just surpassed 24,000 subscribers, so we're marching our way to 25,000. Do not miss a beat when you're hanging out here at the Broncos Breakdown for all things Broncos news and rumors. I'm going to get our Mile High Club in the studio. Can you give some shout-outs, Reed, really quickly? So, producer Reed on the 1s and 2s hanging out with us today.
All right, everybody. How we doing? I'm a little loud. Let me turn myself down a little bit. All right. We got Sonny in here, the Lord of Liberty, Peter, AB, Jay William, Time in, the Buckeye. Predict the score. This is going to be an interesting preseason game. We've got, I don't know if the Cardinals are playing their starters.
Yeah, I actually, every single preseason game, intend to look up what the other team is doing.
Yeah.
And I forget every single time. So I actually kind of like the surprise.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll see the starters, though.
I don't think we'll see Kyler Murray.
I don't think we'll see Kyler Murray. I would like
he-
to see Trey McBride. Actually, I don't want to see Trey McBride because I want to draft in my fantasy draft, which is right after this game, and I don't want him to get hurt.
I also have one. After
Yeah.
34-21 Broncos from Sonny. I don't know if we're going to get that high scoring. If we do, that would be exciting.
Garrett going 34-27. The rule with preseason games is it has to be like a near scoregami type score. Mm-hmm. You can't put out 21-14. I need to see 26-11.
Yeah.
That's preseason football, baby. I loved Reed did not like this next part here, the Florida State-Georgia Tech game yesterday, only because it was the most unorthodox way of getting to that final score.
Yeah.
It was not 3 touchdowns and a field goal. Like, you had 2-point conversions, missed 2-point conversions sprinkled in all over the place. We got a $20 super chat flying in from HTTL_J. Let's roll. And producer Jack coming in clutch with the one last thing. Can you go get, there's more of these on teacher's desk and a Sharpie, please? Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm making Jack run all over the place. HTTL_J. What's going on, my guy? This team is definitely going to be one of the more exciting young teams in the league. A lot of promising young talent on this roster. Go Broncos, and God bless Bo Nix. HTTLJ, we're going to get you added to our Broncos jersey raffle. Thank you very much. And we're going to tell them about the other way to get added to the raffle after the super chat. But a couple of just thoughts I have to react to your super chat. The model that every team is kind of chasing now for the younger rosters like Denver with a rookie quarterback is, hey, look how CJ Stroud did it in year 1. The funny thing about the Texans last year is the way we talk about them now is not the way that we were talking about them before the playoffs. They won 9 games last year. Now we talk about them as if they were a powerhouse last year, which they got hot. They won a playoff game. They gave the Ravens a good run for their money. But they still went 9-8 in the regular season. So it just goes to show that, like, you can still end very high without it being smooth sailing the whole way in the regular season. If 9-8 is the bar for being 1 win away from the AFC Championship game, like, it's not an unreachable mountaintop for Bo Nix and Sean Payton this season. So I think they're going to be exciting this year. I've definitely, especially just watching Bo Nix in the preseason, warmed up to, okay, this is a guy that I think can be even better than maybe what we expected on the high end for his rookie season. So there's a lot to be excited about. Defense, losing Justin Simmons, losing Josie Jewell, those are losses that we do not feel in the preseason, but I do fear that we will feel in the regular season. The offensive line's top 10. Javonte Williams, I think, is going to have the best year of his career. The wide receiver room, I'm a little bit nervous about, but you know what? Let's roll the dice and watch Tim Patrick win Comeback Player of the Year. HTTLJ, shout out to you. $20 super chat gets you added to our Broncos jersey raffle. That'll be at the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter. If you want to get added to that jersey raffle, we're doing a special on Venmo only. If you Venmo $15, not 20, 15, we'll give you 2 raffle entries. So $15 Venmo, this is my QR code, at Matthew Petey. You'll get 2 raffle entries when you Venmo $15. Don't Venmo more than that because we're not going to prorate it. If you want to, you can. I'm not going to stop you, of course, but I'm not doing the jungle gym math of what's a $25? Is that 2.5 entries? Just keep the math easy for me. So at Matthew Petey for 2 raffle entries, $15. Here's the QR code for that Broncos jersey raffle. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning. Okay. I just want to get the Venmo stuff up. I realized I forgot to do that this time. So we'll do the same thing we did last time.
Sounds good.
Okay. We all ready? For kickoff, baby. Let's get there. AB, if you do 30, do you get 4? Yeah, that seems fair. I think I can manage that math. If you do a $30 Venmo, you get 4. Jay Williams, Desire Best, good to see you, dude. Jay Williams, Broncos Country is better than Raider Nation. I always say that Raiders fans truly believe that they are like Pirates of the Caribbean. Like Broncos fans don't walk around thinking they're horses. Although that one Colts fan who makes this song before every single Colts game, I think he thinks he's part Colt. Like I think he walks around going like, "Nee," just in random moments. But Raiders fans truly believe they are pirates, and they behave that way, which in a civilized society in 2024, we could probably do without. Like, I love Jack Sparrow on the screen. I don't need Jack Sparrow in real life. That's probably not a good combination. Okay. I don't care if Simmons is an ATL, still one of my favorite players. Justin Simmons get added to the Ring of Honor for the Broncos? That's a tough question. Does Justin Simmons get added to the Broncos Ring of Honor? Not through any fault of his own, but he never had a postseason game. Like, never made it to the postseason. He never had that postseason moment. I feel like he should. We got 263 people watching right now. 50 likes. Every 100 likes is a free entry into our jersey raffle. So if you can't Super Chat or Venmo, no problem. Just like that video. It's completely free. And at the 100 like mark and 200 like mark and so on, we'll pick someone out of the chat to get added to that jersey raffle. So like today's video if you have not already. Okay, so we are closing in on kickoff, 10, 15 minutes away. Before we do kick things off, I do got to tell everyone one more time about Game Time. See, Game Time has so many awesome features for Broncos Country to score tickets to see their favorite team play live. They also have Game Time Picks, which filters out the fluff to only show you incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. I love going to see games in person. I use Game Time to score tickets for the LSU-USC football game this upcoming weekend in Las Vegas. My first trip to Vegas. I'm super excited. Drop any Vegas recs if you have any for me. But anywho, download Game Time today. So if you want to go see the Broncos, the Rockies, or your favorite college football team, you can save $20 off your first purchase with code CHATSPORTS. Terms apply, but again, create an account and redeem that code CHAT Sports for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. Preseason week 3 closing in on us. We're also closing in on 25,000 subscribers. We got a little ways to go, I guess. 24.5. So hit that sub button and lock yourself in for the best free Broncos content. Okay, getting back to our regularly scheduled programming, though. We have a list of players who will not play. It's not a very long list. Bo Nix, Pat Surtain, Cortland Sutton, Tim Patrick, Jonathan Cooper, Mike McGlinchey, Garrett Bowles, Quinn Miners, Luke Wattenberg, we'll get to that in a moment, John Franklin Myers, Ben Powers, Malcolm Roach. So every single starting offensive lineman, the fact that Luke Wattenberg is not playing, that proves to me he has locked up the starting center job. So no need to watch that anymore. We have our starting center. It is Luke Wattenberg, 5th-round pick out of Washington, replacing Lloyd Cushenberry. Brandon Jones, we have not seen him for almost 4 weeks with a soft tissue injury he sustained early in camp. It looks like he's going to play today, so it'll be our first look at Denver's most expensive free agent signing this offseason. 3-year, $20+ million deal to replace Justin Simmons coming over from Miami. So keep an eye on him. And Levi Wallace also appears to be ready to roll. I still think Riley Moss is going to be this week 1 starting corner. But we saw last year it didn't go well for Damari Mathis. He got yanked. Fabian Moreau was tossed out there. This year's Fabian Moreau is Levi Wallace. If it doesn't go well with Riley Moss for whatever reason, I think he's the next man they turn to. So keep an eye on him. But are you excited to watch Bo Nix? It's preseason football. Yeah, not today. This year. I'm sorry, we're not going to see him today. It's going to be, I'll be curious to see who goes first at quarterback, Stidham or Wilson. Probably Stidham. And I'm guessing both quarterbacks each get a half. But we get to watch Bo Nix hopefully be the savior for this franchise that, I mean, is encroaching on an NFL record for longest postseason drought. with a Super Bowl in their franchise history, and I believe the longest postseason drought following a Super Bowl victory. So hopefully the end is near for what's been a tough decade for Broncos country, and Bo Nix can bring home a lot of wins. Let's see. Who's excited? I'm not seeing any me's. I guess no one's excited for Bo Nix. I guess everyone in the chat hates Bo Nix.
Nobody's
okay.
excited.
I talk to Bo every night. I'll pass that along, and he'll probably go out there and suck week 1 just to screw you guys over. Oh, what do you know? Ty Man's excited. Garrett's excited. Desire Best is excited. Mike Montoya, good to see you, Mike, is excited. Clark's excited. Mr. Memster is excited. If you're excited, spam me in the comment section below. I've got Ty Man the Buckeye more excited than 90% of the chat at the moment. Gilster37 as well.
As much as it's preseason football and it may not be as exciting as regular season football, I would take a preseason game over middle of July having no football at all.
I don't know about that. And this won't sound good from my job, but man, do I hate preseason football because it's the biggest tease. And here's why. I think it'd be a lot better if they weren't called the Denver Broncos, because you think, oh, that's the Broncos. And then you watch the game and you're like, this is not the Broncos. Like, these are guys I've never heard of, and there's no meaning. It should be called, like, the Denver, like, I would say Colts, but that kind of would exist elsewhere. But, like, we have to start looking at preseason football as a AAA team if that's how the NFL wants to treat it. Sean Payton, thankfully, hasn't treated it that way, but a lot of other teams have. So it's just not even a close resemblance of the upcoming team.
Maybe just the Denver Horses.
Yeah, horsies. Love horsies. Oh, we love horsies. We love duckies. Okay. So we are just a few minutes away from kickoff. Let's get the me's rolling. 335 people tuned in at the moment. Pat yourself on the back. It's a Sunday afternoon. You could easily tell your significant other, listen, babe, I'm going to take one for the team today, and I will let us watch something other than the Broncos game and try to earn some brownie points. But no, you're dominating the TV right now. You're watching preseason football on a Sunday. It's dry and it's bleak, but we are so close to the regular season. You can almost taste it. So if you are excited, spam me in the comment section. Brianna is excited. Jose is excited. Expired. That's like spider, expired, and excited all at once. CJ is excited. I keep saying it now. Now I can't get out of my head. For the Venmo, you can select, like, don't put the last 4 digits in. But I promise it's at Matthew Petey. Pardon? Pay without confirming. Okay. Hopefully I can speak English for the rest of the stream and not say excited ever again. But first I want to tell everyone about Prize Picks. See, Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. All you do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. I'm talking turning $10 into $1,000 with as little as 4 correct picks. If you're looking for promotions, Prize Picks has you covered every week. They lower select player stats projections on Tuesdays to help your lineup hit. Let me give you an example of what I am talking about. So, take NFL Week 1. These are the selections that I am rolling with for Broncos Country. I like the more on Caleb Williams' passing yards at 0.5. Yeah, thank Prize Picks for that. Also like the less on Isaiah Pacheco's rushing yards against a good Ravens defense. Like the more for Justin Tucker at 1.5 field goals made. And the more on Drake London at 65.5 receiving yards against the Steelers with Kirk Cousins at quarterback. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks for a deposit match up to $100. I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy at Prize Picks. Okay. Kickoff should be here any second. We do have a couple of Venmos rolling in. That's what I'm talking about. We got Nathan with a Venmo. We'll get these on screen in just a moment. And Tristan as well. Hot day in Denver, too. I just saw 90 degrees. Nathan Roloff. We have a coworker named Nick Roloff. I wonder if there's a relation. Although I don't think the spelling's the same, so probably not. Okay. Nathan Roloff jersey raffle, 1991 Bearcats. Oh, we know the state champs Bearcats all too well. And then our other Venmo came in from Tristan Piffner. So let me get Tristan added. Bingo. You guys are in. They each get 2 raffle entries with a $15 Venmo for our jersey giveaway, which will be at the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter. $15 Venmo or $20 Super Chat, but Venmo gets you 2 raffle entries for $5 less. So a pretty good deal, a bargain, if you will. John E., have to see Bo play 4 quarters. I'm guessing we're talking about whether or not we're buying in on Bo Nix. Yeah, we definitely don't want to make too big of a deal out of preseason football. I remember last year the undoubted preseason king. Any guesses on which starting quarterback I'm going to say next? Just Tristan P. will probably suffice. Yeah. Does anyone want to guess which starting quarterback last year was like the undoubted preseason king? Sorry, hiccups. King, legend, MVP. I think Jefferson C's onto it. Kenny Pickett. Obviously did not work out very well for Kenny Pickett last year. So, enjoy the fun right now, but like don't start cashing checks or writing checks that you can't cash. Mike, go Broncos. Go Broncos, Mike. Dolphins and Colts should switch divisions. I once spent a day off redrawing all NFL districts divisions purely based on geographics. Okay, Super Chat menu, though, as we are getting closer and closer to kickoff. Kickoff is 2 minutes away. Should be any moment now. $2 Super Chat if you have a question or a take or an idea you want to get on screen. $2, and we'll throw it on for all 331 people watching to see. $5 Super Chat will give you a hot take of ours for 2024. $10 gets you added to our Mile High Club. It's got some legends on it. I was on a plane this morning. I slept through the whole flight, so I don't think there were any Mile High Club members, although 7 a.m. would be an early time to do that. $20, we can get you added to our jersey raffle like we just talked about. And then $100, you get added to the Blue and Orange Club with Slap Yourself, I Don't Give a Buck, I Don't Give a Duck, and John Emery, John E., just a couple of Mount Rushmore and legends of the channel. So if you want to get shout-outs for the entire 2024 season, $100 Super Chat, and we'll throw your name and picture on all year long. Appreciate everyone who has Super Chatted so far and subscribed. Most importantly, we're inching our way towards 24,300. That's the next little baby, milestone, the next checkpoint to get to 25,000 subs as we continue to grow and be one of the largest Broncos YouTube communities out there. Oh, no. We got a Venmo, but that's not the oh, no part. We've got a Seahawks fan in the chat. We are already talking week 1. Trent, good to see you in the chat. Thank you so much for hanging out with us again today. I think we need to drown out the Seahawks fan. I think a couple of DENs from everyone watching would probably do the trick here. Week 1 can't get here soon enough. I don't think the Seahawks are going to be a very good team this year. I don't have a ton to go off of to say that. They did miss the playoffs last year. They kind of shook things up with Pete Carroll out, Mike McDonald coming in. I think the Geno Smith run that he had is over, and the defense is a little shaky, especially the pass rushing position. So I'm not a big buyer into Seattle this season. I'm feeling like a 7-10 year for the Seahawks. We got a $15 Super Chat coming in from Cecilio Kentish. Pardon? Oh, Venmo, sorry.
We got to specify because a Venmo gets you 2 raffle tickets for the jersey raffle.
Yep. Cecilio, thank you so much for your Venmo. My mistake. DEN's coming in from Garrett, from Peyton Manning. Wow, the sheriff is hanging out here. Remember, a $15 Venmo gets you 2 raffle entries, as a $20 Super Chat gets you 1. For for our jersey giveaway, which will be at the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter. We're 10 likes away from 100 likes. Let's get to 100 likes before kickoff, and then we'll pick someone out of the chat for a free entry. As the Arizona Cardinals take the field, they are wearing all red, and the Broncos are wearing all white. So, unfortunately, we will not see the Broncos wear their orange tops at any point in the preseason. I think it's just because of the weather. They want to wear a white color, stay a little bit cooler. Jason McCourty in the booth. Tiki Barber. We got some legends of the game with us today as CBS carries this broadcast. Not really sure why. Jose, appreciate you hanging out with us. Go Broncos, dude. 372 people watching, just 94 likes. Hit that thumbs up button if you have not already. Get us to 100. If you want to beat the Cardinals, you want to go perfect in the preseason, thumbs up. Let's see. Tresnor, you know why I like Broncos fans? Y'all don't take it seriously. Go to Steelers chat and talk smack. They have a nervous breakdown and ban you. Jack Sperry, our Steelers talk host, has been known to be a little bit on the quick trigger end to ban people from the chat if he doesn't like what he sees. I have never banned someone. I never blocked someone on Twitter just because I was upset by what they said. I was only blocked because one guy just would not stop spamming me. Or I only blocked him because he was spamming me. But no. First Amendment right here. Freedom of speech. So, unless you're a bot. If you're a bot, then we are the CCP and we're going to ban you. Okay, we got to 100 likes. Spam D for a Broncos win. Kyler Murray is warming up right now. I think we might see Kyler Murray play. That would be awesome. For a preseason game, I would very much enjoy that. Okay, start spamming D. I'm going to pick someone out of the chat in a few moments for a free raffle entry. Ooh, do we get to see Marvin Harrison too? I mean, these might have just been pregame warm-ups. We'll see if they actually go on the field. Okay, I'm going to pick someone out of the chat in 3, 2, 1. I went too fast. 3, 2, 1. I got Garrett Ringy. Garrett Ringy. Garrett's been a long-time viewer of the channel. Very happy to see Garrett get the free selection. Congrats, Garrett. Best of luck to your ducky at the 2-minute warning of quarter number 4. The Broncos are going to kick off to start the game. The Cardinals will receive. Spam D if you're excited for kickoff. Let's get the preseason finale underway. High into the Rocky Mountain sky. Return commences at the 2, across the 15 to the 20, out to the 30, tackled at the 35. So a solid return by Arizona. That'll give, I believe, Kyler Murray good starting field position. I don't know if he actually is going to play or if he just warmed up. Sometimes players warm up and then they take their pads off 10 minutes before kickoff. So we'll have to wait and see if we get Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison. If you send a $5 super chat in, I've got a good hot take about one of these two teams I'm excited to share. Kyler Murray is not in the game. Unless he got taller and white. I don't think that's Kyler Murray. Yeah, that was Clayton Tune, so not Kyler. He hands it off to the right side, though. It's a gain of 12. That's a little bit disappointing. Taysom Hill's in the chat. Taysom Hill just wrapped up your game for New Orleans. Clayton Tune and Desmond Ridder were battling for the backup quarterback position in Arizona, and I think Clayton Tune has won that job. Kyler Murray is no longer in pads, so a little bit of a tease. In the gun, Tune takes the snap. It's another run and a solid pickup on back-to-back rushes. Let's just kind of call out some of the players in on defense. Devon Key is starting at safety. I've got Angelo Blackson in a defensive tackle. We've got Jonah Ellis out on the field. And I've got an injury. Oh. Damari Mathis is injured. Looks like a little bit of an ankle injury. That's kind of what he was pointing to. That sucks. Especially in preseason week 3. Like, you're so worried about getting injured in the preseason. You made it this far. You're so close. To go down now. So after 2 plays, we have an injury break and a commercial. It is my favorite commercial, though. I love this NFL Sunday Ticket ad on for YouTube TV. There's a guy who wakes up in a Falcons jersey, a Ram, and an actual lion greet him. You've got a Viking and a bear, a 49er. There's a hawk and a cardinal. I don't know where the Bronco would be in this, though. Is there someone wearing a Broncos shirt? Do you see someone? I love the Giant. The Giant's so cool. Okay. Go Broncos. 121 likes. Let's get a pulse of what everyone is having to eat this Sunday afternoon. Like I said, took a 7 a.m. flight this morning to get back in time for this watch party and picked up some Mickey D's breakfast on my way at the airport. Had to go at the McGriddle. It's undefeated, bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle. And then I was too full for lunch, and now I really regret that because I am starving. So looking forward to dinner. My fiance is out of town tonight, so I get to pick dinner. And I always pick a cuisine that I love that she hates. Any guesses, Reed, on what that might be? It's a cuisine that I love that Shay hates. It's a bit of a unique cuisine, but it's still popular.
Oh, I was going to say, like, barbecue.
No, although she doesn't like barbecue that much, but that's not the deal breaker. Not a fan, at least I am, but she's not, of Indian food. I love Indian food. So I'll be getting Indian food in a little bit. W. Chan, Polish sausage and mozzarella. Ultimate combination, meat and cheese. We're back as Damari Mathis has been carted off the field. So really stinks to see him get carted off the field. Let's watch a replay. Yeah. He's like, basically, like, he got into like a squat position, but the bar was a human being, and then someone came and landed on his ankle. So Damari Mathis carted off with an ankle lower leg injury after the second play of the game. It's 2nd and 4 Arizona. $400 people tuned in right now. Who you got? Broncos or Cardinals? Tune on 2nd and 4. We'll check it down over the middle. It's caught, first down. Cody Barton is starting at inside linebacker, and I think he's going to be your week 1 starting inside linebacker too. I believe it'll be him and Singleton. First and 10. Under center. Tune. Play fake. And he is sacked. Down he goes. Jackson brings him down. And the Cardinals will have 2nd and long. Pass rush got home. Tune on the play fake. Or Tune on the play fake. Climbs the pocket and then is met by a Broncos defender for about a 4 to 5 yard loss. I'm sure it's in another one. 2nd and 14. Under center, Tune takes the snap, hand off to the left side, and it's going to be a gain of about 4. So the Cardinals get back to their starting point. They'll have 3rd and 10. Nick Bonito in on defense. Jonah Ellis on the other side. Basically the backups running right now. 3rd and 10. Span those threes. Let's go. Let's get a stop. Let's get a stop. Let's get the ball back. 3rd down. Span those threes. 3rd and 10. Tune in the gun at the Denver 45. Throwing to the right. It is caught. Stop short of the first down marker. Nice open field tackle made by veteran corner Levi Wallace. Our first time seeing him in the preseason. Had his man just streaking across the middle of the field, and he takes him down at the ankles before he's able to get to the first down marker. Although I could see the Cardinals going for this. It'll be like 4th and 2, 4th and 3. 4th and 3, and they are going to send out the field goal unit. Matt Prater, familiar name of course, out to attempt a 55-yarder. From the right hash, Matt Prater's kick is up, and it is no good! Wide left. It was moving, and then wide left. So, the Cardinals come up empty on their opening drive. The Broncos will take over at midfield with 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. There we go. Jarrett Stidham is in at quarterback. Jarrett Stidham in at quarterback with the the starters in this preseason game, which does not feature many starters offensively. Handoff goes to Jaleel McLaughlin, and he only gets 2 yards. Your starters offensively are Jarrett Stidham, Jaleel McLaughlin. I see Matt Peart at left tackle. We have Alex Palchevsky at right tackle, Throckmorton at left guard, Alex Forsythe at center, and I'll try and see who the right guard is. But Jarrett Stidham getting out there first, ahead of Zach Wilson. Bo Nix will not play today. Stidham throwing right side, caught, and a nice move made by Estime. Actually, that whole first and second down sequence was by the rookie running back out of Notre Dame. So no Williams or highlight reel Jaleel, I believe. But a first down made by Audric, and that'll get the Broncos on the plus half of the 50. No Venmos. First and 10. Under center. Stidham will hand it off. Another run for Estime, and he's going to get about 8 yards. Second down and short. Under 10 to play in the opening quarter. Cardinals missed a 55-yard field goal on their opening drive. Broncos are moving down the field. 451 people watching right now. Hit that like button if you have not already. Second and 2. Stidham, working out of Arizona's 32-yard line, takes the snap, play fake. Stidham looking, has all day, rolling to his right now, running out of time, and he will throw it out of bounds. Had plenty of time, but no one was open, so he has to throw it away. 3rd and 2. Damari Mathis, questionable to return with an ankle injury. I don't think we're going to see him return. Has a guy ever come off the cart and played? I'm sure it's happened. But I'd love to know the percentage of players that returned after getting carted off. 3rd and 2. Paul Pearson. Snap to Stidham. It's a pass on 3rd and short. He's rolling to his left, and no one's open, so he throws it out of bounds. So 4th and 2 at the 32-yard line. You could settle for a 49-yard field goal, or you could go for it on 4th and 2. Let's see what Sean Payton wants to do. Anyone open downfield? Stidham. Maybe the top of it, that'd be a really difficult throw. Stidham started to roll out to his left. That'd be a very, very tough throw to make opposite side of the field across your body. 4th and 2, what do you guys think? I would go for it. Why not? It's preseason football. They're going to go for it. 4th and 2, they're going for it. Stidham in the gun. Takes the snap. Pressure coming. He throws. Caught, first down, Devon Vele. Inside the red zone. The rookie out of Utah.
Get those ones in there, baby. Let's go.
Stidham with pressure in his face, delivers a strike on a slant route to Devon Vele. That's what I'm talking about. I know. Taking over number 81 from Tim Patrick, who switched to 12. 1st and 10, pitch right. Estime is going to get about 2 yards. Move inside the game time red zone with us as CBS pulls up a very nice, funny graphic of all the different starting quarterbacks since Peyton Manning. It is a pretty fun game to play because there are some like forgotten ones, like Jeff Driscoll. Brett Rippon's a little bit more recent, but like Trevor Siemian, he had a good run, so I don't think he's a forgotten one. Brandon Allen. 2nd and 8, handoff right side, and some good speed being showcased. Is that Troy Franklin? It is! Man, I have not said the rookie out of Oregon's name much this preseason, but he takes a little quick jet sweep, and Troy Franklin using his speed to get the first down.
That was great play action.
Yeah. 1st and goal for the Broncos inside the game time red zone. $20 off your first purchase when you use code CHATSPORTS. 1st and goal for the Broncos. Let's go, boys. Punch it in. Out of the 6-yard line. Stidham under the center. Takes the snap. Hand it off. And Estime will only get about half of the yardage. 2nd and goal coming up.
Is it Estime or Estime?
Dude, I've heard it both ways 100
Like,
times.
I don't know.
2nd and goal. Under center, inside the 5. Stidham takes the snap. Handoff goes to Estime. He's in for a touchdown! The rookie punches it in for 6. Let's go! A sea of orange and the crowd's on their feet. And it's 6-0 good guys.
Show me those TDs.
Show me those TDs, indeed. Good block. Who is that? Jalen Virgil? Man, we only evaluate wide receivers based on their receiving stats, but half of the time they're running the football and half the time the wide receivers have to block. Jalen Virgil put out a nice block that time for the running back. Extra point is good. Not by a whole lot, though. But it is 7-0 with under 7 to play in the opening quarter. Cardinals miss a field goal. Broncos drive down the field and punch it in for 6, thanks to the rookie out of Notre Dame. Super Chat menu, we have 500 people tuned in right now. If you enjoy the free content we provide and you want to get a shout out, you want to get on screen, you want to get added to our Mile High Club, $10 Super Chat, we'll add you to our Mile High Club. It's this Broncos hard hat we take with us to every single watch party. $20 Super Chat gets you added to our jersey raffle. That'll be at the 2-minute warning of the 4th quarter. I've got a bunch of hot takes for 2024 that I'd love to share. Every $5 Super Chat will unload the clip. And $100 Super Chat will get you added to our Blue and Orange Club. If you want to get shout-outs all season long, like Slap Yourself, I Don't Give a Buck, and I Don't Give a Duck, along with John E., $100 Super Chat will add you to our Blue and Orange Club for the entire 2024 season. Also, we have a fun deal rolling out today, which is if you Venmo me at Matthew Petey $15, we'll give you 2 jersey raffle entries. So $5 less than a $20 Super Chat and 2 entries for a $15 Venmo. And we're going to do that raffle at the 2-minute warning of the 4th quarter. Whoever wins can pick whatever player they want within reason. Like, I don't think I can get a Will Sherman backup guard jersey, but I think we can track down a Bo Nix, a Pat Surtain, a Cortland Sutton jersey. You know what I mean? One of those guys. So we'll let the winner pick whatever jersey they want, dealer's choice. But that is our Super Chat menu for today. Taysom Hill, I'm going to answer your question once and for all since you've been spamming the chat. What NFL teams doesn't have a report by Chat Sports channel? There are about 9 to 10. No, not even 10. NFC West, no Rams. We have 49ers, Seahawks, no Cardinals. AFC West, no Chargers. NFC South, no Panthers, no Bucks. AFC South, no Colts, no Jags. And we have Texans and we have Titans. North, we don't have a Packers no, we have a Lions. AFC North, we have all of them. West or East for the NFC, we have all of them. East for the AFC, no Bills and no Jets. I hope that answers your question. So about 2/3 of the NFL covered. Okay, we are closing in on 200 likes. Remember, every 100 likes is a free raffle entry for that jersey giveaway at the 2-minute warning. So if you can't afford a super chat, no problem. Hit that thumbs up button, and we will hopefully get you in off the chat when we pick someone up for free. Yeah, Samaje Perine, Jody just points us out, not even going with like whatever string offense you want to call this, the second string, I guess, kind of a combination of second and third string. Definitely says a lot about where he's standing on the roster. 1st and 10. Under center. Snap, handoff for the Cardinals. And Jones picks up 2 to 3 yards. Trying to remember what Jones this is. Is it Tony Jones? I think it might be Tony Jones, who was on the Broncos last year. Remember, he was on the Saints, and then he went over to Denver. He never really played much. I think it's Tony Jones. Someone can fact check me, though. 2nd and 8. From the 25-yard line, empty set for Clayton Tune. He takes the snap, 4-man rush, throws over the middle. That is caught. Wide open player will get the first down. Devon Key made the tackle. Just looked like Clayton Tune was able to find a hole in the zone defense. I don't think it's man. If it is man, someone was just completely out of position. Almost at 200 likes. Hit that thumbs up button if you have not already. First and 10. Handoff. No, play fake. Rolling to the right. Tune looking and floating it out of bounds. 2nd down and 10. Taysom Hill, you're going to have to go back and just rewatch it. I'm not repeating all the teams again, my guy. All right, flag here. Reed's going to give some shout-outs for a moment. Just 1 second on my end.
So, yeah, illegal man downfield, declined. We've got Peter in here, Allen, Taysom Hill, Poise, Aftos? Did I say that right? By the way, we are 2 likes away from another pick of a raffle for the raffle ticket in the chat. So, big hit.
All right, I'm back.
Taken down, 3rd down. Let's go. That
Nick
was a
Bonito.
huge hit.
Looks like 42 made the hit. 3rd and 11 coming up. 203 likes. Okay. Is it 2nd down? 3rd down. All right, spam those threes. Whoever's spamming 3 for 3rd down. Nice tackle for loss made by the 30-year man out of Oklahoma. 3rd and 11, spam 3, and I'm going to pick someone for a free entry to our jersey raffle. Snap to Tune. 3rd and 11. He is sacked. Down he goes. Jackson yet again making the play. Keep the threes. Elia Munson's in the chat. Good to see you, Elia. No, we'll keep it in the threes. It worked. It worked so well. Yeah. All right, I'm picking someone out of the chat in 3. Spam 3. Spam 3. 2. 1. 3/4. A half. And I've got Ethan. Just Ethan. Cardinals punt it into the Broncos end zone for a touchback. So 4 minutes remaining, and the Broncos will try to add on to their lead. A couple of nice plays being made by this Broncos defense. That's what I'm talking about. We haven't done that yet? We haven't done it yet? Oh, okay. Okay. Today's show, by the way, is being brought to you in part by Game Time. Game Time is a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. One thing I really like about Game Time is you can actually toggle an all-in price feature so you don't spend all that time searching for tickets, get to checkout, and see there's $80 of taxes and fees. So with Game Time, you can know right from the start what the all-in price is. Download the Game Time app today and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply, but again, create an account and redeem code CHAT Sports for $20 off. I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. We are closing in on 24,300 subscribers. How about this? We say every 100 likes is a free raffle entry. Every 100 subscribers is a free raffle entry too. So we're 42 subs away from another free raffle entry for that Broncos jersey giveaway in which the winner can pick whatever jersey they want as long as it's an actual notable player, because I don't think I'm going to find an Alex Palchevsky offensive lineman jersey. Ethan. Oh, Ethan, you don't have to do anything. We just add your name to our list and then just stick around to the 2-minute warning in the fourth quarter, and we'll do a duck race. I probably should have mentioned that. Or leave and come back, but don't miss the 2-minute warning. But you do nothing. Just sit back, relax, and subscribe. 1st and 10, Jarrett Stidham's day is done. So I think we know where Jarrett Stidham stands on this depth chart. I don't think they need to see more from him. I think they believe he is their second-string quarterback. And Zach Wilson, I think, is fighting for a roster spot, which I believe he's going to get. It's a handoff to Tyler Beatty, and a nice 10-yard pickup for Zach Wilson's led offense. I think today's going to be... No, that's not true. It's going to be one of the most watched games like I've ever had with Zach Wilson in at quarterback. I mean, I've watched his games before with the Jets, prime time, but like never this closely, I'd say. First and 10. I also think it should be a law in the preseason. You have to run it 2 out of every 3 downs just to keep the clock moving. Wilson takes the snap. Handoff, left side. This one, not as fruitful as the first one. Just a 4 or 5 yard gain. Flag comes in, though. Ricardo, this team is overall good with good depth. I do caution you to not make too big of a deal out of preseason victories. I mean, they're nice, don't get me wrong. The depth, I'm a little bit concerned about. Like, the depth at wide receiver. You got good guys, but if something happens to Sutton, like, Tim Patrick is now tossed into a big role for someone who's missed the last 2 years. Depth at corner is kind of shaky. I'm not quite with you on the depth part. I hate to be a bit of a rain cloud, but I do like to be honest and not just blow smoke up everyone's asses just to be the like minister of morale, only give good news. 1st and 10. Play fake. Wilson avoiding pressure. Throws as he's hit, and it is incomplete. Man, that was nearly picked off for a pick six. Wilson had one of those moments where you thought, hey, I'm faster than this big, like 300-pound defensive lineman. I can shake him. Like, nope, they're pretty athletic too, and he took a big hit as he delivered an incomplete pass. Make sure to subscribe too if you're just tuning in for the first time. Hit that sub button and lock yourself in for some of the best free Broncos content out there. 2nd and 10, Wilson under the gun.
Who else is doing a
under
watch
the center
party for the preseason games?
Run to the left. Beatty is brought down, but not before an 8-yard pickup. 3rd and 2. Sean Payton wearing the shades. You don't see a head coach wear sunglasses very often. No, Mike McDaniel wears his glasses. Yeah. 3rd and 1 coming up for a Zach Wilson-led offense. Bo Nix did not play today. Jarrett Stidham played the first drive and has retired since. Wilson under center. Takes the snap, pitches right. Beatty running with it, and he's not going to go anywhere. He is tackled for a loss. I always wonder on 3rd and short or 4th and short, why have the ball go so far backwards to go forward? Like, just hand it off. Beatty loses like 4 yards on the play, and now they got a punt. Ricardo, I'm more excited for our RB room. I believe it improved this offseason. Yeah, I would say so. Like, Javonte is just going to be a better version of himself. Jaleel McLaughlin's going to improve as he gets, more experience. And then Audric Estime is looking like a really nice short yardage goal line back. So everyone's got a nice role to their game. Dixon punts it away. And the fair catch is made. No, it's not a fair catch at the 15. But receiver or the return man takes a nice big pop. 7-yard return. But a nice play on special teams made by the safety, J.L. Skinner. Okay, let's remind everyone of the deal we have going on Venmo right now. If you Venmo at Matthew Petey $15, we're going to get you 2 entries into our jersey raffle, which will be the 2-minute warning of the 4th quarter. So here's the QR code. You can take a picture of that, or you can just Venmo at Matthew Petey. And $15 gets you 2 jersey raffle entries. So $20 Super Chat gets you 1. $15 Venmo gets you 2. Really good deal. And that jersey raffle will be at the 2-minute warning of the 4th quarter. Deion Sharp's in the house. My boy Skinner in the house. Indeed. Both of you guys are in the house. J.L. Skinner's going to be, I think, a turbulent player for the Broncos. Like, he's a hard-hitting guy. A couple of concerns in his coverage abilities, but I think he's going to provide some big plays and maybe give up some big plays from time to time. But he'll be fun to watch on special teams. Jeffrey. Why am I trash talking Denver? How is that? How is that the takeaway? I don't know how we landed there. Desire best. I don't think Audric Estime is like a permanent fixture on special teams. It could be a result of just some injuries. Injuries to some guys who are not dressing for this game. How did I become a hater? Just because I was just complimenting the running back room. That was quite. That came out of nowhere. Kappa, why isn't Mims starting over Reynolds? I'd love to know the answer to that question as well. Like, Marvin Mims, I think we can agree, has been a little bit of, I'd say, disappointment because it's preseason, so that seems premature to say. But, like, I'd say just, concerning. Like, he's supposed to have this big breakout sophomore year, and, man, I don't think he's even starting on this team right now. I think Sutton, Patrick, and Reynolds. I thought we'd see a lot more out of Mims in year 2. I don't really know what all happened. 1st and 10. Good-sized crowd, by the way, for a preseason game. Alex Smith, Samaje Perine is not out there. I don't know where he is. 1st and 10. Tune under center from his own 21. Play fake on 1st down. Throwing deep down the right sideline. Incomplete. His receiver had a step. The pass was just a little bit overthrown. Timothy Gold, I kind of like this. From what I saw, Skinner reminds me of a younger Cam Chancellor. I like that, like the boom factor, like the physicality and the violence to his game. That's a good comp. Yeah. Maxwell, what's your prediction for the Broncos record? I'm in between. If I could give 9.5 wins, I'd do that. But right now, I'll go with 9-8. 2nd and 10, Tune on the screen finds a back, and he is tracked down by Matt Henningsen. 4-yard pickup. And 3rd and 7 will be coming up next. How many wins for the Broncos this year? Third and 7. 3rd down. How many wins? Time Man the Buckeye thinks 10. Capita 1 going between 6 and 9. Very specific. 3rd and 7 from the 23. Tune. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. It's a screen, and the Broncos dialed up a perfect play on the screen. Man, rewind the tape with me for a moment. Vance Joseph shows all-out blitz. There's like 6-7 guys at the line of scrimmage. He ends up dropping about half of those guys. So the Cardinals think, man, we have the perfect play. We're going to run a screen here, and they're not going to have anyone behind this line to take down the running back. Instead, Denver retreats, and it's like a Trojan horse of a defense, or like the inverse of a Trojan horse, and they just end the screen for basically no gain on the play. How many wins? Ethan's going with 9. Garrett, 10 and 7 every year. W. Chan going with 11. Jin is going with 9. First quarter in the books, by the way. 7-0 good guys. Cardinals will be punting when we return. It's Baggy going with 9 and 8. Shelley, 13 and 3. Bad news, Shelley. Play 17 games now. You want to go 13 and 4? Or you want to go with 14 and 3? Deion Sharp, better heavily consider keeping Jordan Jackson on defense. He's looked really good so far. He's going to either be a tough decision or a prime candidate for the practice squad. This happens to every single fan base every single year, though. Whenever the backups all play in the preseason finale, we tend to look at these guys putting up touchdowns and sacks as players that are locks to make the roster, when in reality they already have their locks. That's why they're not playing, and they still need to get some help from the outside to get in. I don't know what commercial I'm watching. It's some kind of NFL commercial. It's like a flag commercial. I'm curious to see where this commercial ends. Is it Gatorade? NFL, just the league? NFL flag football with pads? We got a women flag football team. We're just advertising the game. Oh, this is a kind of a fun commercial, I'm not going to lie. This is football country. I've never seen the NFL, maybe not never, but the NFL advertising for itself. Do they not know that they have the whole country by the balls? We are sheep to the NFL. They tell us when the game's on, and it is appointment television. Todd with a $5 super chat. What's going on, Todd? We'll get that super chat on screen for you in just a moment, Todd. But I'll read it out loud for the time being. First, the Cardinals are going to punt it away. Don't worry, Todd. I'm not neglecting you. Return, beginning at the 18. Michael Bandy across the 20. He's working east and west. Got to go north and south. He's not going to get north and south. He's tackled at the 22. Todd, what's up with the Broncos wearing white at home? Is this the new home jersey or what? No, I think it's just because of the heat. I think Sean Payton just wants them a little bit cooler, and a white jersey in August is going to be a little bit more comfortable for the players than a dark navy or something like that. So that's my best guess at it. But I don't believe we're going to see the Broncos start wearing white at home. I do agree it's a little weird. I wish at one point they were orange. First and 10. Todd, thank you so much for your super chat. Oh, and I owe Todd a hot take. First and 10, it's a little floater to Blake Watson. He is tripped up and just a 1-yard gain. All right, Todd, you ready for my hot take? It's kind of seasonal. There's a flag down on this play. I think the Arizona Cardinals will make the playoffs. I think the Cardinals are going to win 9 games this year, and that will be good enough for at least the 7th seed in the NFC. I think everyone gave up on Kyler Murray way too quickly. Marvin Harrison's going to be a superstar. He's going to be the next Justin Jefferson in terms of like production as a rookie. Insane numbers are going to come out of him this year. The defense is well coached and it's up and coming. I like the Cardinals this year as a sleeper team. First and 20, there was a holding call that wiped away a 1-yard gain. Snap to Wilson from his own 13. He is going to dish it out, but it is incomplete as he took a hit. I will say it kind of feels like Zach Wilson is somewhat regressing this game. Like he's just trying to do a little bit too much. I think Zach Wilson feels like he's still playing in college and he can outrun and just out athleticism everyone, and that's just not going to carry over to the NFL. Is that what's his face in Todd's avatar, the actor? Second and 20, Wilson will tuck it and run, and with his legs, he's going to get the first down, I think. Zach Wilson showing off the motor, and he gets about 19 to 20 yards. The actor from, I'm blanking on his name. It's driving me insane. From Top Gun. The new one. Yes, Miles Teller. It kind of looks like Miles Teller, does it not? You think Todd is Miles Teller? No. I'm just kidding. First and 10, and it's a gain of 4.
Todd, that's a picture of you, isn't it?
I think that's Miles Teller. Looks like Miles Teller. If that is Todd, you look like Miles Teller. I used to get a random celebrity comp of someone I looked like. I haven't got one in a long time. It's because I keep my hair a lot shorter than I used to. Not that I ever let it long, but a little bit more shaggy. Second and 8. Wilson throwing over the middle. Has a man wide open. First down. David Sills all the way to the Cardinals 40. First and 10, Broncos. Nice throw and catch right there. 539 people watching. We're 49 likes away from 300. Hit that thumbs up button if you have not already. First and 10. Denver with the ball in the lead. 12.5 to go. There's a flag, I think, that they're on the Cardinals. Okay. $46 likes away from 300. Donald, I'm just catching up. Just watched last week. Donald, you need a medal. You watched a preseason game that wasn't live? I think Donald's the only one crazy enough to ever watch a preseason game not live. Is Benito going to have a breakout year? He looked good. He's looked, 1 second. First and 10. Sorry, Donald. Wilson throwing, and that is caught. First down to the 23-yard line. Benito had a nice tackle for loss at the beginning of the game, if you missed that, Donald. But he had a bit of a slow-ish start, mostly because of a back injury at training camp. But I think he's in for another good year. I don't think Benito's ever going to blossom into a 12-plus sack, like, number one edge rusher. But I think he's going to be a really good 7 to 9 sacks a year kind of guy. 1st and 10. Handoff goes to the right side. And who is that? UDFA Blake Watson. What's up?
We are 20 subscribers away from a free raffle.
We're 20 subs away. We're also 43 likes away. What's going to get there first, you think? It's easier to like. Actually, it's the same to like and subscribe, but there's always more likes than subscribers.
I think
the subscribers have a lead.
You can see it move.
Yeah. 2nd and 6. Inside the Prize Picks red zone. Wilson throwing, has a man open inside the 10, down at the 4. David Sills continues to connect with Wilson, and the Broncos move deeper inside the Prize Picks red zone. Good play fake. 7-0 Broncos, and they're looking to double their lead right now. Good throw. Nice yards after the catch by Sills. 1st and goal. There's a timeout because of an injured Cardinal. So with 10.5, there's a banged-up Arizona Cardinal who will get helped off the field. 1st and goal awaiting us, though, after this injury stoppage. Omar, appreciate your kind comment. Thanks for hanging out with us. Zach Wilson looking good when he's throwing the ball. He's struggling when he's not throwing the ball. 1st and goal. Hey, slap yourselves here. Slap yourself. We had you on screen not too long ago. 1st and goal. Handoff to Watson. He is stopped at the 1. 2nd and goal. Guys, if you are polling for Zach Wilson to be the backup, I think Jarrett Stidham only playing one drive tells you how the coaching staff feels about their quarterback competition. As there is movement before the snap, I think this is going to be offsides, encroachment, neutral zone infraction, one of those 3 by the defense. Encroachment. Defensive tackle fell for Zach Wilson, just tapping his leg to put a man in motion. We're 18 subs away from another free raffle entry. 2nd and goal. Handoff to Watson. He is tackled. No gain on the play. Cardinals defense buttons up a little bit near the goal line. 3rd and goal. What would you do? Run or pass? Run or pass on 3rd and goal from the 1.5-yard line. Zach Wilson under center. 3rd and goal from the 2. Takes the snap. Play fake. Rolls to his right. He's going to run it, and he is stopped short. Dove for the pylon. He is stopped at the 1. And now the Broncos have a decision to make. 4th and goal from the 1. What do? You got to go for it, right? Do you need to learn if Will Lutz can make a 21-yard field goal? No. Let these guys who are likely playing in their last football game for at least a year until next preseason have a little fun on 4th and goal. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. They're going for it. Punch formation. Come on, boys. Punch it in. Wilson's going to pass. Wide open. Touchdown. There's a flag. It's Nate Atkins on the receiving end. There is a flag, though. I think it's going to be a holding, and maybe on the defense. It is! Touchdown 45. Wilson to Nate Atkins. Second-year man out of South Carolina. Doubles the lead. Good throw. Easy catch. See, that's fun. So the extra point for Lutz is up, and it is good. And it is now 14-0. Denver on top, 8:35 remaining in the first half. Yeah. Slap yourself. If you're unable to super chat, but you do want to, we are doing Venmos today, which is not as routine as super chats, but we'll put them on screen still. And what we're doing, Slap Yourself, is a $15 Venmo is 2 entries for a jersey raffle. We're holding at the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter, whereas a $20 super chat is 1 entry. So Reed will get my Venmo information on screen for you in just a moment. What's your Venmo? Oh, speak of the devil. There it is. So 14-0, 8.5 remaining. Broncos on top. Good start so far. Denver in good shape to go 3-0 in the preseason. Which, should we show them that graphic I made? You know, the preseason one? Yeah. Can you find it? Yeah. Reed's been through the annals of hell to find this graphic. Yeah. But basically, there's a graph. Well, I'll just wait until I get it on screen. Sam just bought NFL ticket from Miami. Let's go Broncos, baby. Not that the NFL is ever going to change, but I still take a second look whenever you see hey, here's how much it costs to watch every NFL game this year. It's just inappropriate how expensive it's become. All Out Broncos, longtime viewer. Where has Troy Franklin been? I don't tell you. Not getting open, not getting looks. I think Troy Franklin's going to be a healthy scratch pretty much every game this year. You know, injuries could change that, but that's kind of the direction he's on. So unfortunate. He's actually on screen right now. So there it is. If you're already looking ahead, since the NFL expanded to 17 games, teams that go 3-0 in the postseason have made the playoffs 4 times, which is actually the fewest. Now, it's also because it's probably happened the least amount of times. Teams that go 0-3 have made it 9 times, which is just a little, I would say, strange, but I don't know. If I showed you this without the number of times, if I just blacked out, well, it doesn't work that way, all the numbers on the right end, I'd probably go 2-1 the most, 1-2 second, 3-0 third, 0-3 fourth. Oh, you got to get Sunday tickets. I'm so happy it's on YouTube TV now. I did not grow up in a DirecTV household, so never had access to it. 1st and 10 for the Cardinals. Under center. Is that Clayton Tune still? I believe so. Handoff to the right. Jones is stopped. No gain on the play. Reese Taylor making this tackle. We're 12 likes away from subscribers away from a free jersey raffle entry, and we're 19 likes away from a free jersey raffle entry. So hit both. Like and subscribe button. Double your chances. Donald, appreciate you hanging out with us. Slap yourself! That's what I'm talking about. As Tune is flushed out of the pocket, he's going to throw downfield. Caught. Big play. Damn it. UDFA Xavier Weaver hauls in about a 35-yard catch. Garrett with a $5 super chat. All right, we, with that last play, are moving towards the Prize Picks red zone. Ball is spotted at the 25-yard line. And a Venmo coming in. James with a $15 Venmo. We'll get all that on screen in just a second. 1st and 10. Snap to Tune. It's a handoff. And up the gut, Jones goes for 15 yards. Or, sorry, for 5 yards. James Bashis with a $15 Venmo. Hashtag Knicks some ass. I like that, James. That's funny. 2nd and 6. And Tune will stop as a flag is thrown. False start. Delay of game. I don't know what this is. Flag on the play. Don't worry. Slap yourself. And Garrett, we're going to get your super chats on screen in 3, 2, 1. Slap yourself. I'm going to need a jersey. Whoever the winner is, they can pick the jersey they want. Just pick an actual, impact player that has a jersey. Pat Surtain, Bo Nix, someone of that kind of caliber, if you don't mind. But best of luck. Slap yourself. $20 super chat gets you 1 entry. $15 Venmo, which James sent in, gets you 2 entries, FYI. Guys, the Broncos are not cutting Troy Franklin. Just not happening. 4th-round draft pick. He will be on this team for at least a year. And then we got Garrett's $5 super chat. We'll get that on screen for you next, Garrett. 2nd and 6 for Tune. He throws incomplete through the receiver's hands. Garrett, what happens if we cut or trade Franklin? How much cap space can we save if it comes to that? Virtually none. He's a 4th-round draft pick. His contract is tiny. I would bet his cap hit this year is $900,000. You don't move on from him for cap savings. If you want to move on from him, it's because you believe it's a disaster, he's immature, he's not a pro, he doesn't work hard, and you're wasting your time. But I don't think you can come to that conclusion that quickly, and I don't think that's the right conclusion. I just think he needs more time to develop. So Troy Franklin is not going anywhere, boys and girls. He is here for 2024 at minimum. I think we are probably pulling the plug too quickly on the kid. He's a rookie. Let's give it a little bit more time. And then James with a $15 Venmo. James, thank you so much. 2 raffle entries with that Venmo. First and goal. Whoever is San Francisco Giants report by Chat Sports. I'm just going to, San Francisco Giants report chat by Sports. I will say, not to be a buzzkill, my boss hates people that impersonate our content, and he does not hesitate to throw out C&Ds and YouTube strikes. So I would consider changing your name and not trying to falsely impersonate a company. That might not end as well as you think. 2nd and goal. Tune is going to step out of bounds with it. He lost 6 yards instead of throwing it out of bounds. Yeah. And, 304 likes, so free raffle entry. And we're 7 subs away from another free raffle entry. So we could have 2. We're 5 away. Let's get 5 more, and then we'll go back-to-back on the entries. Yeah. Hit the sub button. 5 subs away from a free raffle entry. 627 of you watching. I know 5 are not subscribed.
3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Snap to Tune. He's going to throw, and this is caught. Ball! Scooped up by the Broncos! Big hit made. Ball came loose. And who? Keandre Smith recovers the fumble. And right now it's Denver football. We'll see if they call this a catch fumble or if they call it an incomplete pass. Big hit made. Who delivered the blow, though?
What a hit.
Great hit. Smith recovers it. That Justin Stranad? Yeah, I think it is. Donald B. How do I Venmo? Donald, if you have Venmo, just here's my Venmo on screen. We'll throw it on in just a moment. At Matthew Petey, or you can scan the QR code if you're watching this on your TV or laptop or something like that. Okay, are we at? Do we get 5 more subscribers? Let's find out. Let's find out. There we go, and the insurance run. Okay, so 2 free raffle entries coming up. If I don't pick you and you want to get entered, you've heard me say it a million times, $20 super chat or $15 Venmo. Let's get the D's in the chat. Let's get the D's in the chat. Show me your D. D's in the chat right now. Jimbo is all over it. All right, I'm going to pick someone out of the chat in 3. I got 2 entries. So first one's going to be in 3, 2, 1. I went way too fast. 3, 2, 1. I've got Larry A. Larry A. That's the first one. Larry A. Second one's going to be in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've got Brianna Rodriguez. Brianna Rodriguez. Appreciate everyone who has subscribed and liked our stream. It really does help support the channel and continue to help us grow as we're approaching 25K, which would be awesome. Well, that wasn't very awesome, that right there. But it would be awesome to get to 25K by week 1. First and 10, the Broncos do get the football at their own 12-yard line with 4.5 to play. It's a handoff to Tyler Beatty, and he's going to knife through the defense. Gain of 10. First down, Broncos. Flag down. Interview going on with James Conner. I would love to know if an NFL player has had more rushing yards in years 5, 6, 7, 8 of their NFL career compared to years 1, 2, 3, and 4. James Conner has always been fascinating to me, mostly because I've always just had the fortune of having him on my fantasy team. But he was better with the Cardinals than the Steelers, which is just so rare for running backs to be better the later you get in your career compared to early on in your career. First and 12, a holding call wipes away a nice 10-yard pickup. First and 12 for the Broncos after a takeaway on defense at the goal line. Zach Wilson still in at quarterback. Jarrett Stidham opened up as the starter. Bo Nix not playing today. Play fake for Wilson. Has a nice pocket. He's going to sling it out to his left. It is caught by Beatty. He makes one man miss, and he gets about 7 yards. Second down and 5 coming up. Larry, if you win the duck race at the 2-minute warning, All I need from you is to email me your address. That's it. Very simple process. If you win, email me your address, and then we can ship you the jersey. 2nd and 7, and Wilson's sidearm pass is broken up. Nearly intercepted, though. Could have been picked off, and now it's 3rd down. Hey, that guy's helmet came off. He's rushing the quarterback with no helmet on. Third and 7. Come on, offense. Get a first. 0 for 3 on 3rd down so far today. Wilson takes the snap. He will throw. Caught! Troy Franklin! Troy Franklin on the reception. And I think that might be his first grab of the preseason. Maybe I forgot one, but if it's not his first, it's his second for sure. Also, an absolute rifle of a pass. He just whips this thing.
That was a rocket.
Troy Franklin hauled in about a 17, 18-yard rocket between the right hash and the numbers, and it's a fresh set of downs for Denver. Wilson throwing to the flat. It's caught Beatty, and he is pushed out of bounds. Fun clock rule, if you're watching on TV, not to nerd out too much. He went out of bounds, but the clock's still running. Do you know why?
I do know why.
Okay.
You have to make a forward motion play.
If you go out of bounds going backwards, then the clock continues to run. Garrett, don't worry. Don't apologize.
I feel like it's my job to know.
2nd and 13. Pitch left. This time Beatty is not going to get out of bounds, and he is going backwards. Loss of, I think, like 7 on the play. 2-minute warning. 3rd down following this 2-minute warning. 635 people tuned in right now. Hey, it's been a little while. How about Prize Picks? Okay. Today's show is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. All you do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. If you're looking for promotions, Prize Picks has got you covered every week. From lowering select player stats projections on Tuesdays to helping your lineup hit or getting your entry fees back if you have a losing lineup on Fridays. I love playing Prize Picks with my fiance. She's not a very big sports fan at all, but we'll sit down on like a NFL Sunday or any other game day, and we'll just make a couple of selections ourselves, and all of a sudden, she's locked in for Monday Night Football, which I could never get to do before Prize Picks. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks for a deposit match up to $100. I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy at Prize Picks. Let's get a little shout out your city going. Okay. We have not done that since the opening minute of the stream. We have 627 people watching right now. So shout out your city. It's always fun for me to see where everyone's tuning in from. I'm definitely not going to play the zip code game again. That did not go well.
You were not very good at that game.
I also never got confirmation if I got them right or wrong. I was throwing out guesses without knowing if I hit or miss. Garrett's in Colorado. We got boots on the ground. Jacksonville, North Carolina in the house. Ethan's in Utah. Ty Man the Buckeye in Ohio. Richie watching from Arizona. Trent is back. Donald's in New Mexico. Desire Best in San Jose. Timothy's in New York. Kitty's in San Diego. Raya's Gaming in Colorado. Jim's in Kansas. Jeremy's in New Orleans. Ball out in Wisconsin. El Salvador, that's got to win for furthest away, I'd say. Trent is in Southwest Utah in St. George. We got Washington here. We have a new winner for the furthest viewer, Australia. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi.
Broncos Breakdown is in Chat Sports Studio.
Ah, that is true. 3rd and 19. After that big loss on the pitch play, Wilson, does he have another long third conversion in him? Wilson will check it down, and this is caught for about an 8-yard pickup by Lucas Kroll. And 4th and maybe 11 awaiting us as the Cardinals burn their first timeout. Try and preserve some clock. They'll get the ball back with about 1:45 after this punt and 2 timeouts. It's illegal to do this. You cannot do the commercial play commercial. Some shout-outs, though. San Luis, Rio, Colorado, Mexico. New Mexico here from Nathan and David. Elijah is in Baltimore. Ton is in Kansas City. Darren's in West Virginia. Trent used to live in Vegas, although the spelling of Vegas by Trent makes me doubt that. I got Sweetwater, Tennessee. Go Vols. Jim. Jose. Broncos, Westminster, SoCal. Arizona here. Mike's in Virginia. Lil Mac or Lil Marpax in Tokyo. 4th and 9. Dixon punts it away. And the return crosses the 20 and stops about the 22-yard line. So the Cardinals will have a $1:43 and 2 timeouts, down 14-0. No more commercials. Oh, who's excited for Desmond Ridder in the second half? Show of hands. 1st and 10. Clayton Tune today, 8 for 11, 96 yards. Snap to Tune. His pass is incomplete. Batted down near the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Who got a paw on this one, huh? I can't tell. Wazarime? Second and 10. Empty set for Tune. Takes the snap. Just a 3-man rush for Denver. His throw, though, is completed over the middle for a gain of about 6. And the Cardinals, I believe, used their second timeout with 1:34. No, the Broncos call a timeout. Excuse me. So another commercial break here with 1:34. Denver trying to preserve some time for their offense. All right, we got 90 seconds left in game time in the first half. Super Chat menu, if you enjoy the free content we provide here, $2 Super Chat will throw you on screen for a shout-out. Ask me a question. $5, I'm giving out hot takes all game long for this upcoming season. $10 gets you added to our Mile High Club. It's a pretty sick Broncos. Just a bunch of, lunch pail guys coming to work, hard hat players, and we'll throw your name onto a sticker and have it with us for every single watch party. $20, we're doing a jersey raffle at the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter. And a $100 Super Chat gets you added to our Blue and Orange Club with Slap Yourself, I Don't Give a Buck, I Don't Give a Duck, and John E. 3rd and 4. There is a flag before the snap, though. 12 players on defense. Not ideal. That's going to be a first down, Arizona. Wazarike ran out late. That's kind of embarrassing. You come out of a timeout and you have 12 guys on the field. Ball placed at the 34-yard line for Clayton Tune, who hands it off on 1st and 10. They try to catch Denver off guard. Does not work. Just a 2-yard gain. 2nd down coming up next. Strnad being a part of the play. He looks kind of banged up on there, but 3rd preseason game, you can't come out. 2nd and 7. Tune throwing left side. This is caught. Ball came out at the end. It's going to be a fumble out of bounds. Arizona will retain possession. But I think it's going to be 3rd and 1. You cannot advance a fumble forward. So it'll be 3rd and 2 with 1:08 remaining. Snap to Tune. He hands it off, and the running back will get the first with 1:03 remaining. And Arizona not using one of their 2 remaining timeouts. I think it's a catch. He just happened to fumble out of bounds. Cardinals letting the clock tick by. 45 seconds. Tune will try to run with it. And with his legs, he'll get about 9 to 10 yards. Surely a timeout will come now with 35 seconds. And they call one with 34. So 1 timeout remaining for the Cardinals. 2nd and 1. Approaching Matt Prater field goal range for sure. Question becomes, do they want to go for a field goal or just go for a touchdown? Added 2 seconds left to when the timeout, I guess, was originally called. 2nd and 1. Get the stats ready for first half. Yep. 2nd and 1. Tune takes a snap from the 45. Looking to throw. He finds a man over the middle. Gain of 5. It will move the sticks, but clock's ticking. Cardinals only have 1 timeout remaining. That moves him to the 40-yard line. That'd be a long field goal, even at altitude. 20 seconds and counting. Tune in the gun from the 40. Fresh out of downs. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. He will pass deep over the middle. That is incomplete. Man, nearly caught, then nearly intercepted, then nearly caught again, but ultimately hits the ground for an incomplete pass with 9 seconds. I mean, the play now is try to get some yardage over the middle just to help your kicker out a little bit. With 9 seconds left and 1 timeout, you can throw it anywhere you want, but you are essentially, unless you're going to score a touchdown on this drive, settling for a field goal. Second and 10. Snap to Tune. Throw is caught for a gain of 8 with 32 seconds at the 32-yard line. And with 2 seconds left, the Cardinals call a timeout. So they pick up 8 yards, and that's a big difference maker from a 58-yard field goal to like a 50-yarder. So Matt Prater, who was 0 for 1 today, will have a chance to redeem himself for the final play of the first half. Preseason winners for sure. Matt Prater trotting out for about a 49-ish yarder. See how he fares this go around. Yeah, Broncos legend indeed. Knows the stadium all too well. 50-yarder on the dot from the right hash. Trailing 14-0, and this will be the final play of the opening half. Matt Prater with his neon yellow shoes. Kicks it, and this is perfect. Right down the middle. 14-3, Denver will go into the half with a nice 11-point lead. Jarrett Stidham opened up as the starter. He only played 1 series. Drove him down the field for a touchdown. Zach Wilson has been at quarterback ever since. Defense has been making plays. Offense has been making plays. Good first half for Denver. 14-3. The Cardinals were able to muster up 3 points before the end of the quarter. But we're going to get the first half stats for you guys on screen. We'll take a little halftime break ourselves and come back for the second half. So Make sure you hang out for the last 2 quarters of Broncos preseason football before the regular season gets here, as Denver will open up the year in Seattle against the Seattle Seahawks. Sean Payton looking to go undefeated in the preseason. He wanted to do that last year. He was very upset whenever they lost preseason games. So I'm sure he's happy to see them 2 quarters away, 30 minutes from a perfect 3-0 mark. First half thoughts. There's not really too conclusive to say or strongly opinionated because all the starters are essentially sitting. Most of the starters, I should say, not quite all. Jarrett Stidham only playing 1 drive, though, I think tells you a lot about where this coaching staff views him on the depth chart. Jarrett Stidham is your backup quarterback. The question becomes, do they carry 3 quarterbacks, or do they move on from Zach Wilson? I think they're going to keep Zach Wilson. I think they want to keep all 3 quarterbacks. I know Zach Wilson probably won't play, but I think they find value in Zach Wilson being a part of this quarterback room and helping the rookie Bo Nix get ready every single week. So I think we'll see all 3 QBs play, or all 3 QBs make the roster. Roster cutdown day, though, is Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. Mountain Time. Last year, Sean Payton took his sweet time. They did not release their roster until 7 p.m. So here are your halftime stats for the Broncos Cardinals preseason week 3 showdown. 14-3, Zach Wilson leading the way. We will be back for the second half in a few minutes. We are back for the second half of action. The Broncos will receive the kickoff to resume the game. Give me your first half grades, though. 14-3, good guys. As Matt Prater sends a high into the Rocky Mountain sky. And this will be kneeled down in the back of the end zone for a touchback, which will bring it out to the 30-yard line. I would say the Broncos in the first half get a A grade. That seemed kind of fair. Yeah. Winning 14-3, you're on pace to win 28-6. That feels like an A to me. I feel like the only thing that Sean Payton would be upset about, and this is probably what he talked about the most at halftime, was having 12 guys on defense after a timeout. Like, that's the kind of stuff that a coach like Sean Payton focuses on, not the nice, good 14-3 score. Alex, I fell asleep. What did I miss? No Bo Nix. Jarrett Stidham started the game, played one series. It's been Zach Wilson since. Zach Wilson has looked good with his arm. He's probably held onto the ball a little bit too long, and that's gotten him into some trouble. But I think he's looked pretty solid. You guys are tougher than I am. Garrett, C-? Are we watching a different game? Yeah. 2nd and 7 coming up. I would love to see both teams just run the ball here. That fantasy draft is creeping in. I'm telling you right now, by the fourth quarter, the whole chat will be discussing what I do with pick number 3 in my 12-man league. 2nd and 7, throw over the middle. Nice first down, throw and catch. 1st and 10, Denver, as Zach Wilson has the offense out towards the 50 already. Ooh, Bears GM Ryan Poles is here. We are so lucky to be graced with Ryan Poles. Shocked he has time to hang out in a YouTube chat. 1st and 10 at the Broncos 46, I formation. Play fake. Wilson throwing downfield. That's incomplete. The only thing I don't get about our friend Ryan Poles in the chat is he almost thinks it's like a dunk to say that Caleb Williams is better than Bo Nix. It's almost as if one team had the 1st overall pick and the other team had the 12th overall pick. Like, a little bit different, don't you think? 2nd and 10. Gonna be a busy day busy like 2 to 3 days for Ryan Poles going into roster cutdown day. Snap to Wilson. He throws. That's caught, 1st down. Nice job by Jalen Virgil. I feel like I've not heard or said much about Virgil this preseason when he's been such a preseason rock star. His first 2-3 years with the Broncos, just feel like he's kind of separated himself and not in a good way. Maybe I just haven't seen enough Jalen Virgil news and notes, but he was like the preseason prince the last 2 years. And this year just doesn't feel the same kind of juice. 1st and 10, under center. Wilson takes the snap. He hands it off right side, and about a 4 to 5 yard pickup made. Yeah, like a clothesline hanger. Yeah, sure, why not? 2nd and 6. Jimbo! As Wilson completes it right side, 1st down and more. Going inside the game time red zone is Tyler Beatty. Jimbo with a $20 super chat. Everyone show Jimbo some love in the chat right now. For the duck race, I need a shirt. Jimbo, best of luck to you in the duck race. At the 2-minute warning of this half, we're going to have a duck race. Winner will get a Broncos jersey of their choice. Yeah. Jersey. Pardon? Throw down the left sideline is incomplete. No. Yeah. Pass interference on the Cardinals, and that's likely going to spot the ball. Hey, it's our old friend, Michael Ojemudia. Oh, I did not know he was on the Cardinals. Ojemudia flagged for pass interference on Jalen Virgil. First and goal, Denver. Ojemudia, I did not know he was on the Cardinals. From the 10-yard line, it's a handoff and a gain of about 4. Inside the Game Time Red Zone, get $20 off your first purchase when you use code CHATSPORTS. Terms apply. Jimbo, we're going to get your super chat on screen in just a moment. Second and goal. Good opening drive from Denver so far. Over 4 minutes long, and they're at the 6-yard line. Snap to Wilson. He throws corner of the end zone. Incomplete. Incomplete. Dang. Looking for Michael Bandy. Third and goal coming up from the 6. Jimbo with a $20 super chat. For the duck race, I need a shirt. Best of luck, Jimbo. Hopefully you got a nice fast ducky tonight. Third and goal now from the 6. Wilson in the gun, takes the snap. He is sacked. Ball came out, and he recovers it. Zach Wilson recovers his own fumble. It's a loss of 5 or 7 yards. 5 officially. Fourth and goal coming up, and Denver will be forced to kick a field goal. Frank Crum, the UDFA out of Wyoming, he just loses track of his man. And a blind side, not blind side, but hit from behind causes a fumble, and luckily for Wilson, he's able to fall right on it. Will Lutz's field goal attempt, though, is good as the Broncos spend about 5 minutes opening up the third quarter, building their lead back to 14. So, 2-touchdown lead for the Broncos is restored after both sides exchange field goals on the first and opening possession, or on the last opening possession of the end of the first and the start of the second half. Okay. While they're at a quick commercial break, I want to take advantage of that to tell you guys about Game Time. See, Game Time has so many awesome deals for Broncos Country, including some flash deals and the Game Time Guarantee. But let me tell you about the Game Time Guarantee. The Game Time Guarantee is if you find tickets in the same section and row for less, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply, but again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. If you want to catch a Broncos game, a Rockies game, or any other live sporting events in your area, visit Game Time first and save $20 on your purchase with code CHATSPORTS. I put all that information in the comments and description of today's video. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. Remember, every 100 subscribers we gain is a free raffle entry for the jersey giveaway, and every 100 likes, we've got some ways to go on the sub number, but we are 41 likes away from another free raffle entry. So if you're just tuning in, like the video, and you could get picked for a free entry into our jersey giveaway. Live poll, by the way. Do you like the Broncos' new jerseys? 80% say yes. I feel like that's a pretty good reflection of the fan base. Not a huge sample size, but I enjoy it. I know not everyone likes it, but I do like it. Getting
Do
a
you
nice.
think they'll have the little cheat sheet where it says the landing zone? Do you think they'll have that every single time they kick?
Like, are they going to highlight the portion? I think so. Yeah.
Because like they have that, it's red, but sometimes the outline is like green. It's like highlighted that way.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a same thing as the first down line being on the field, just to show where it needs to be.
The interesting thing about the new kickoff rule is it's effective in some ways. Returns are way up. However, teams are just kicking out of the. Well, I should say way up. Returns are up, but you are noticing a trend of teams just kicking it out of the back of the end zone and letting the other team get it at the 30 because that's where they get it on average when they return it themselves anyway. 1st and 10, throw to the right is caught by the Cardinals tight end who gets 15 yards and has a fresh set of downs for Arizona. Yeah, he took a bit of a hit. You got to feel for guys in the preseason. I mean, they really don't want to leave the field because they know how valuable it is to stay on. First and 10 coming up. Desmond Ridder in at quarterback. He hands it off, and a nice chunk play on first down. The Cardinals have gotten 2 first downs, but there is a flag down. Looking like a holding is going to wipe away. About a 12-yard run by Hall. Personal foul, illegal. Oh, it's on the defense. I'm sorry. 15-yard penalty tacked on to about a 12-yard run. An illegal low block or tackle. I didn't quite see it well enough to give you an honest opinion or analysis.
Of course, they're not going to show
it. Fall asleep. I made everyone watching just yawn too. That's my bad. 1st and 10 for Desmond Ridder. His throw is complete, and the Cardinals, 3 plays, are already at the 8-yard line inside the game-time red zone. What the fudge? How did they get there so quickly? 3 plays, and they're at the 8-yard line. Yeah. First and goal inside the game-time red zone. Ridder, empty set in the gun, takes the snap. He will throw. This is caught and a tackle made at the 5. 2nd and goal. Good touchdown saving tackle. Second and goal. Come on, defense. Let's get a stop. Approaching the midway point of the 3rd quarter.
Just
Desmond Ridder.
A field goal. Come on.
Working out of the 5-yard line. Takes the snap. He'll hand it off right side. And nice tackle made. Thomas and Coombe. Bringing him down. 3rd and goal coming up. Third down. Span those 3s. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. There's an injured Cardinal. So an injured Cardinal will bring up a stoppage in play and a commercial as well. While we're at commercial, let's just remind everyone of the Super Chat menu and the fun deal that we're running today. So we've got a jersey raffle awaiting us at the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter. $20 super chat will get you entered into that jersey raffle, or you can Venmo at Matthew Petey, and we'll throw that on screen in just a moment, $15, and you'll get 2 raffle entries. So $5 less and twice the amount of entries. Other super chat menu items, I thought we'd get some more 5s just to get some hot takes out there, but not all ideas are going to be home runs. We got quite the NFL Hardo commercial. $2 super chat, ask a question, give me a take, whatever you're thinking, and we'll throw it on for all 550-plus people watching to see. And then $100 super chat, man, now we're cooking with gas. That gets you added to our Blue and Orange Club. We'll give you shout-outs throughout the entire 2024 season during our watch parties, during our videos during the week. So slap yourself. I don't give a buck. I don't give a duck. And John E., shout-out to you guys for really going above and beyond to support us here at the channel. And then like I mentioned, if you want to Venmo myself, Matthew Petey, $15, we'll get you not 1, but 2 jersey raffle entries for that 2-minute warning raffle. So Venmo at Matthew Petey, $15, and we'll get you added. Stick around for the 2-minute warning, and that's when we'll do the duck race. Ricardo, what's the Blue and Orange Club? Blue and Orange Club is, the coolest club in the world for starters, but it's a club where you get shout-outs throughout the entire season for supporting us here at the channel during all of our watch parties and during some of our weekly videos or daily videos we do on the channel. So it's just a really good way if you want to support the channel, and we'll give you some shout-outs in return all year long.
The video we did 2 days ago, we shouted them out.
Yep.
Right at the end.
And today. Well, throughout all of today's watch party. Jeff is here. Finally here. Been working on a mini bike. I used to have a mini bike. You ever have a mini bike? A monkey bike?
I had an electric. Oh, you're doing the mascot.
Oh my God. At halftime, they did the greatest halftime show ever. Oh, it's flag football, though. They did the mascots versus the kids at halftime in flag football. I loved watching the mascots just demolish kids in tackle football. 3rd and goal from the 6. Ritter will pass. Now he wants to run with it. Ritter is going to throw, and it is incomplete. 4th and goal from the 6, down 14, 7.5 remaining. What do you do in preseason week 3? All right, if this was an actual regular season game.
They're bringing out Prater.
Yeah.
But regular season game.
I still think field goal.
I still think field goal.
Make it from a 14-point game to 11-point. It's still a lot of time left.
A lot of time left, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. If it was in the 4th quarter, I'd say go for it.
I agree. Okay. We're on the same page. So Matt Prater is 1 for 2 today. He missed from 55. He made from 50. This is from 24. And his kick is perfect. So, with that, the lead is trimmed once again, 17-6 now. Broncos with an 11-point advantage with half of the 3rd quarter remaining. Hit the sub button too. If you are not subscribed to the channel, we've got free daily videos and content coming your way. I don't know anyone else putting out this much content with our watch parties as well, trying to get you guys informed and entertained all year long. So if you like the content, subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe. And if you still don't like it, then unsubscribe. Like, I probably shouldn't say that out loud, but it's not one of those like we get your credit card and we bill you in a month if you forget to unsubscribe. Not the case at all. So it's completely free. I invite you to subscribe. Every 100 subscribers is another free entry for our jersey giveaway. So we got some ways to go, but we've already added 1. Would love to add a 2nd. Are the rookies Franklin and Vele going to push players like Lil Jordan Humphrey and Brandon Johnson out of our roster? I think that's a tough decision. I think both the rookies will make the roster. But I do agree that I feel a little bit bad for Lil Jordan Humphrey and Brandon Johnson because they're just losing their spots due to the rookies being rookies.
I have a fun idea. I just came up with it.
Oh, I'm all ears. Welcome to the second half of preseason football.
So
I love ideas.
If we get to 400 subscribers,
yeah,
we'll do 1 through 10 we'll ask Siri or something. Pick a number 1 through 10. Whatever that number is, that's that many raffles that somebody gets.
That's a lot of raffles. Are you saying, wait, if we reach 24-4?
Yeah. If we reach 24-4, we ask Siri what
Okay,
number
I see.
1 through 10.
Okay, I'm game.
And then she gives the number.
Yeah.
Then they spam. Whoever gets that
gets that
whatever
many.
Siri said.
I like
number
that.
through 10.
Okay,
You like that?
I'm on board, yeah. But there is a tall mountain to climb here.
Which
We got to get 67 more we got to get 68 more subscribers now.
but
Someone did not like your idea. They were like,
I know.
I'm out.
They said, no, I'm out of here. No, they listened to your spiel.
Yeah.
And they didn't like it. And they were like, all right, I'm out. But no, because if we get there and Siri picks 10
Yeah.
raffles for somebody, and they could give that away if they wanted to.
That's one. Now we're kind of back to neutral.
Let's go.
We got a long ways to go, though. Marvin Harrison Jr., I don't know how he's wearing like a winter hat. It's 90 degrees. Oh, that's one. All right, Cardinals kick it off. Broncos watch this go out the back of the end zone.
Matt Prater, he does not know. He said, I'm going to kick it as hard as I can, like I've done my entire career, and I don't care.
So 1st and 10 for Zach Wilson at his own 30-yard line. I am thankful also, as we have like a little Thanksgiving moment here, that the Broncos had 3 interesting quarterbacks on their roster. Like Zach Wilson, there's a lot of interest there. 2nd overall pick not too long ago. Bo Nix, of course. Need I say any more? And then Jarrett Stidham, like if that's like the least entertaining preseason quarterback, you could do a lot worse. You could have Clayton Tune. 1st and 10 for Zach Wilson, and he sidesteps a defender, and then he throws it out of bounds for an incomplete pass.
I thought he was about to just run out of bounds. I'm like, dude, throw it.
2nd and 10. 17 legs away from 400. Let's get there, folks. 16 now. Chipping away. I have some injury news on Damari Mathis. He got an X-ray done on his right ankle. Negative. So good news on that front, but the MRI is then tomorrow. 2nd and 10, and a quick swing pass to Blake Watson goes for 7. Oh, I was just about to say the same thing. Dion saying, Matthew, Florida just won the Little League World Series over Chinese Taipei in the bottom of the 6th, 2-1. I saw during halftime that with 2 outs, they tied the game. But I was wondering if that was the championship game or like a consolation bracket or one. No, the go was I saw the go was Texas versus Florida. And I didn't know who won that game. So I guess Florida did. USA, baby. Yeah, but it's like the U.S. versus the winner of the international region. 3rd and 3, and Wilson is sacked. So Zach Wilson is sacked. Dion, I do appreciate the update because I was wondering what the result of that game was. What if I just changed this to a Little League World Series watch party? I don't think anyone would be that upset. There'd be some confusion, but I think people would get on board pretty quickly. 8 legs away from 400. 4th and 8, and Denver will punt. The boys from Florida. And the return gets out to the 25. Trenton Gill punted that ball. He was a draft pick by the Bears not long ago. Stunk for the Bears. He got released. They went and got the Iowa punter, who was the best player on Iowa's team last year, Torrey Taylor. And they dumped Gill, who joined the Broncos to compete with Riley Dixon, who I think is going to lose, or Gill's going to lose to Riley Dixon. I'm nervous for Big Herm the Killer. I need 2 more passing touchdowns from the Broncos, and I can pay my rent. Don't like your chances. I just feel like that's a lot to ask out of Zach Wilson. I'm also confused. how many passing touchdowns did you you selected 3 passing touchdowns in a preseason game? That is risky. But if you missed the update a moment ago, we got to 400 likes. Damari Mathis, MRI on his ankle tomorrow, but negative x-rays today. So, very encouraging stuff. We got to 400 likes. Shall we pick someone out of the chat for a free raffle entry? Okay. If you are excited to watch the Bo Nix show get underway in Seattle week 1, start spamming me right now. I'm going to pick someone out of the chat for a free entry into our jersey raffle. Ethan, I've already picked you once. You're already in it, Ethan. Okay. Start spamming me. Start spamming me. I'm going to pick someone after the Cardinals run their first play. 17-6 Broncos. 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Spam me. 1st and 10 for Desmond Ridder and company. First and 10. Keep spamming me. Okay. Let's go, boys and girls. Get the guy with the orange oven mitts off the field. 1st and 10. Desmond Ridder in the gun. Keep spamming me. I'm going to pick someone after this first play. Ridder will throw deep down the left sideline, and that is incomplete. All right. I'm going to pick someone in 3, 2, 1. I got John Crete. John K. John Crete? Crete? John K. If I didn't pick you, $20 super chat gets you 1 entry. $15 Venmo to Matthew Petey gets you 2 entries. John Crete. John K. Offsides, or a false start on the offense, I should say. And the Cardinals will back it up 5 yards. Oh, a surprise question for me. For everyone. Please share it the chat. Second and 15. Snap to Ridder. Throw left side. It's caught, and they get about 8 yards, and that'll bring up 3rd and 7. Yeah, put it in the first one. I like it though. Nope, put in the first one. No, you gotta move it one more over to the left. The absolute very first one. 3rd and 6. Snap to Ridder. Throws to the right. This is probably not going to end very well for the receiver. He gets more yardage than I thought. He got about 3 yards on 3rd and 6. That'll bring up 4th and 3, and I'm guessing we're going to get a Cardinals punt next. Okay, let's talk business. Let's talk about my draft, which is after this game at 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So I would really appreciate it if both these teams started running the football a little bit more. I have the 3rd overall pick. I know the golden rule. No one cares about your fantasy team. I do think people care about your team the moment you draft them because you want to hear who they drafted, and then they don't care like 20 minutes later. I had the 3rd overall pick. Obviously, I got to wait and see what happens at 1 and 2. I know I'll have my pick of one of 4 guys for sure. Christian McCaffrey, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, and Tyreek Hill. One of those guys will be there. My ranking of those 4, Christian McCaffrey, CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill. Who should I pick? Mitch wants me to pick Mitch. Unlikely. Ethan, you got to go with CMC. The running backs this year are not good. Like Isaiah Pacheco, a round 2 back. It's not even about him being bad. It's just that seems way too high for him. If McCaffrey's there, I'm taking him without a doubt. First and 10, Zach Wilson and the offense back on the field. And Watson takes the handoff. See, they all have pros and cons. CeeDee Lamb in that contract holdout has me a little worrisome. If it goes into the regular season, I'm going to be violently ill.
See, I'm with Conga. Darnold to Jefferson.
And then there's the Darnold to Jefferson thing, which Jefferson's so good, and Darnold's still a pro. Like, he's not going to make Jefferson suck. But Tyreek Hill is the constant. Like, he has nothing surrounding him. He has no issues. He's got a good quarterback, and he was very productive last year. Second and 10, it's a handoff up the middle, and Watson will try and get about half of the yardage.
The league that I won last year, I had Tyreek Hill, and it was amazing.
So I'm actually not going to take Amon-Ra St. Brown. I can't stand him. His shtick of naming all the receivers that got picked before him. And then last year, the Lions are closing in on their first ever NFC North title and a playoff appearance in ages. And he's focused on not getting into the Pro Bowl. Like, sure, you got snubbed, but, like, who cares about the Pro Bowl right now? Dude, you're going to the playoffs. I can't stand Amon-Ra St. Brown. Third and 5 for Wilson. He will throw, and this is caught first down. Staying on his feet is David Sills. No, Michael Bandy. There is a flag. Tyreek Hill being a little bit older is, sure, kind of scary. I get that.
But
he's still Tyreek Hill.
He's still Tyreek Hill.
Ooh, a personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the Cardinals. That tacks on an extra 15 yards with 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Ethan goes CMC, Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb. I feel like Justin Jefferson could be the steal of the draft for someone. It's Justin Jefferson still. Is Sam Darnold really going to ruin him that much?
Think about Devontae Adams with Jimmy Garoppolo.
That's fair.
It's literally the exact same thing.
Okay. Good point. Good point. First and 10, the Broncos are out towards the 50. Wilson will hand it off. Watson running to his left, then up the middle. Beatty, actually. Was Samaje Perine released already? Like, he has not played at all today, which makes me wonder, is he safe for the roster? Second and 6. Wilson breaks the huddle. Lines up at the Arizona 46. I formation. Wilson takes the snap. It's a play fake. Throwing over the middle. That is tipped and incomplete. Third and 6 coming up for Denver now. Trying to improve upon their 17-6 lead. Karim, diehard Broncos fan right here, watching my guys beat the Cards from Mexicali, Baja, California. Love your channel, Petey. Karim, thank you so much. That really means a lot. Really appreciate that. There is a human on the other side of this camera, so I do see the nice comments. They warm my heart up. Every mean comment, I go home and cry in the shower. Yeah. Nah, I'm just kidding. Been doing this for too long to let the mean ones get to me now. Third and 6. Reed looked at me like, what a fucking pussy.
No, I was messing with you. Hey, the only thing you cried about was when you thought time end didn't like you anymore.
That was fair. 3rd and 6. Wilson throws. That's caught. There we go. First down. Michael Bandy. Move the sticks. First down, Denver. If I'm Michael Bandy, I'm probably selling real estate in 2 weeks. But, man, my man cave, it's got every preseason jersey I wore and then just on repeat all of his catches and all of his highlights. 1st and 10, Wilson at the 38. Takes the snap, RPO, quick throw is caught on the slant, although the Arizona Cardinals defense thinks it's an incomplete pass. And I guess it's going to be ruled incomplete. 2nd and 10. So I guess he did not catch it. Went to Philip Dorsett. I don't think it's a catch. Maybe it is. Could go either way. Second and 10. Throw deep left side. That's caught inside the 5. Johnson down at the 1.
He needs just one more yard.
Zach Wilson to Brandon Johnson sets up a goal to go. Great throw, great catch, and Denver is at the goal line. Excellent throw by Zach Wilson as Brandon Johnson was all alone down the left sideline. 1st and goal from the 1. Handoff goes to Watson. Stiff arm, 1 defender. Can he get past 2? He is stopped at the 1-inch line. What an effort for just half a yard. But Watson not going down without a fight. 2nd and goal up next. Check out this run. Meets a defender in the backfield. Stiff arm you, stiff arm you. And then he dives for the goal line, and he runs into one too many red jerseys. 2nd and goal. Let's see what Sean Payton dials up. Run or pass from the 1 on 2nd down. Wilson under center. Takes the snap. QB sneak. He's in. Touchdown, Broncos. Zach Wilson piles it in, and the lead is up to 18. 23 to 6 with an extra point on the way. 13 seconds to go in the quarter, and Denver has stretched their lead to the biggest it's been all day long. Big play, Zach Wilson to Brandon Johnson to make it happen, and then a 1-yard plunge by number 4 to cap it off.
Huge.
Extra point is good, and the Broncos have a 24-6 stranglehold over the Cardinals with just a few seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Zach Wilson's having fun. Everyone's having a good time out there, except for the guys in red. Them not so much.
That's what we like, though.
That's the goal. You're very welcome, Trent. So Desmond Ridder, the Atlanta Falcons' Week 1 starter last year, will try and lead a ferocious comeback in the preseason finale. Zach Wilson today, 15 for 23, 205 yards, 1 touchdown through the air, 1 touchdown on the ground. Good showing from number 4. Stidham with a nice little golf clap. Wow, in slow-mo, we watched a bug fly onto his shoulder pad. Kind of cool Animal Planet, watching that thing flutter. Lutz kicks it off, and this will be a touchback. So the Cardinals will get 1 to 2 plays off before the end of the quarter. We've had a Nate Atkins receiving touchdown, a Zach Wilson touchdown plunge, and then an Audric Estime touchdown. Hey, at the 2-minute warning of quarter number 4, we're going to have a duck race for a jersey giveaway. If you want to get entered into that, Venmo at Matthew Petey, $15, and we'll give you 2 entries. Or Super Chat, $20, and we'll give you 1 entry. But the Venmo deal is pretty good. Hard to beat 2 entries for $5 less. Cardinals have a incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Yeah, Cardinals sideline is dead silent. Not a lot of good vibes on that half of the field. 2nd and 10, Ritter throwing, and this is caught. Gain of 14, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. It's 24-6, Broncos over the Cardinals. There is a flag, actually, with 3 seconds left. Face mask on the defense, so it'll end up being about a 30-yard play for the Cardinals. Penalties have been an issue for both sides today. We saw the Cardinals get their offense jump-started to do some penalties. Same goes for the Broncos offense. So Art Green flagged for the face mask, and that is a face mask. So quarter number 3 officially over now. 24-6, Broncos over the Cardinals. We are 58 subscribers away from reaching 24,500. If you like preseason watch parties, you're going to love regular season watch parties. So subscribe right now so you do not miss a thing. Reb Tech is here. Nice, completely different team this season moving forward. Let's ride. Yeah. It's a lot of newness for sure. No Jerry Jeudy, no Justin Simmons, no Josie Jewell. I mean, 3 guys that combined over the last 4 years had probably over 100 starts, whatever the math is. 120 starts maybe. So those 3 guys gone. Offensive line-wise, Lloyd Cushenberry gone. A lot of new faces for sure. Yeah, we got $69 in Super Chats. I'd almost say no one else Super Chat.
Very nice.
Just stay right there at 69. Yeah, let's no, that one didn't do as well. Okay, yeah. We got 640 people tuned in right now. So let me know while we're in between quarter number 3 and quarter number 4, what year you became a Broncos fan. Get in the chat and let me know what year was year number 1 for your Broncos fandom. Whether it was when you were born, maybe when you moved to Denver. But let me know right now what year you became a Broncos fan, as Nelson's been with the blue and orange since 2014. Trent dates back to 2003. Ethan since birth. So shout out to Ethan, just born into it. Reed's going to get some shout outs.
Johnny, 76 as well from Clark. 2011, Tebow Mania. That's a good time to get in. Same thing with Daniel. Reb Tech, 1990. Jimbo, 1970. The year of the drive, says Gary. 2012 from Jin. Born in Denver, 1961 from Donald. 1965. Brandy's 83. Kelly said lifetime. Timothy said I was born in 87, became a fan of Denver in 1992.
1st and 10 for Arizona, and they hand it off. The Broncos 41, gain of 2.
but everyone's a fan of Broncos Breakdown by Chat Sports.
Of course. Otherwise, you're a communist. Get locked up. Second and 8.
Tony, I don't think this question regards any money. This is just asking what our viewers, when they became a fan.
Second and 8. Throw down the left side. Complete for a gain of 20. Tony is worked up right now. Tony, it's preseason week 3. How much more of this game do you want highlighted? I'd be impressed if Tony could name anyone on the field right now for Denver's defense.
Omar, we appreciate you for watching. We do it for you guys.
First and 10. Cardinals. Putting together a nice drive here. Down 18. Inside the Prize Picks red zone, it's a handoff to the left. And a little bit of misdirection as Tanner McAllister makes a tackle after a 7-yard pickup. Second and 3.
You tell him, Jeff.
From the 12, inside that Prize Picks red zone, like I mentioned, get a $100 deposit match when you use code CLNS. Ritter hands it off, and nowhere to run. No gain on the play, maybe even a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 3rd and 3. Third down. Spam those threes. Spam those threes.
I love the in the stadium the horse.
The horse neigh.
The
yeah.
horse neigh.
From the 12. Third down. Ritter in the gun. Takes the snap. He'll run to his left. He floats it out to an open receiver who gets 5 yards and a first. So first and goal for the Cardinals. Damn. Not enough threes in the chat. That is your fault. You know who you are. First and goal. It's Tony's fault. I don't think Tony did not put a 3 in.
It is Tony's fault.
First and goal from the 7. Ritter under center. Hands it off. Right side. Nice tackle made. That's just textbook by Brown. He wraps up. Nowhere to run. And he's got reinforcements piling in. Second and goal. Sorry, everyone. That is fourth quarter preseason football getting to me. Second and goal. Ritter in the gun. Takes the snap. He'll look to pass. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Third and goal coming up. There is a flag. I think this might be pass interference. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, roughing the passer. Did I say pass interference? Roughing the passer. I did pass interference like this. Roughing the passer. So half the distance to the goal and first down. Can we get a replay? Was it roughing the passer or not? $12 combined penalties between the two teams. Average of 6 a pop. A little bit of a high number, I guess, ish. First and goal, the Cardinals hand it off, and their ground game is going nowhere. Picks up a yard, second and goal.
What do you think about the future of the funnel between the UFL and the NFL?
I think it's going to grow. I don't think we're going to see many impact players ever come out of the UFL. Second and goal, it's a play fake for Ritter, and his pass is deflected. Man, had that not been tipped, it would have been caught, and it would have been 6. Tillman gets a hand on it, and he saves a touchdown by doing so. Incomplete.
Get those S's in the chat. The 3s haven't been working.
Yeah, we need S for stop.
S's, maybe the S's.
S
Who
for
knows?
stop. S for stop. I mean, you know it's going to be a pass. The Cardinals cannot move the ball on the ground to save their life. So from the 4, it's going to be a pass. They hand it off, and it's touchdown. Wow, that went the exact opposite I thought it would. So Hassan Hall punches it in from the 4 on a sprint right. 3-yard touchdown run. I mean, they could not run the ball up the middle to save their life. Then they try the edge and some more success. So the Cardinals have some life, I suppose. They're going to go for 2, try and make it a 10-point game. They currently trail by 12. Come on, defense, let's get a stop here. Keep it a 12-point game. Ritter in the gun. Takes the snap, rolls to the right, throws, and it is broken up. Man, this was caught for a moment. Great pass breakup. Who is that? Show me a number. Excellent play made. It's Quentin Newsome. I hesitated because he's 36, and I was like, the running back Tyler Beatty is 36. Was he in at DB? But they had 2 36s, I guess. Okay. Before we get to the rest of the fourth quarter, today's show is brought to you by our friends over at Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. All you do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. You can turn $10 into $1,000. If you're looking for promotions, Prize Picks has got you covered every week. They lower select player stats projections on Tuesdays to help your lineup hit. Let me give you an example. I'm taking the more on Caleb Williams week 1 against the Titans, 0.5 passing yards. Yeah, shout out to Prize Picks for putting it at half a yard. I also like the less on Pacheco's rushing yards, the more on Tucker at 1.5 field goals, and Drake London 65.5 receiving yards. So if you like my selections, $20 can get you 200 with these selections. Download the Prize Picks app today and play along with me for week 1. When you download the Prize Picks app, use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks for a deposit match up to $100. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy at Prize Picks. So the lead is still a 12-point lead after a failed 2-point conversion by the Cardinals. A score by Denver here would really put this game out of reach. We're going to have our duck race at the 2-minute warning, so make sure you stick around for that. If you want to get into the duck race for the jersey giveaway, $20 Super Chat or $15 Venmo to Matthew Petey. $15 Venmo gets you 2 entries. We can get the Venmo at the bottom, Reed. So Denver will receive. $15 to Matthew Petey for 2 entries. Kickoff to restart the game is a touchback. First and 10. Zach Wilson trots out onto the field for yet another drive. He's 15 for 23 today, 205 yards, 1 passing touchdown, 1 rushing touchdown. I'm not even trying to hide it. The final quarter of the preseason, baby. 1st and 10, pitch left. Watson, nice run on 1st down. He gets 7 yards. So the UDFA out of Memphis, motoring his way towards the 1st down marker. 2nd and 3, a little over 10 to go in the 4th quarter.
Jin saying Petey needs a nap.
Bo Nix ranks 2nd all-time in total yards in the FBS. Who's first? In total yards. Someone had to play a long time. 2nd and 3, and Wilson is sacked. Jeez, he just got folded in half. I'm going to guess Vince Young. He's 2nd all-time in FBS total yards, which I would assume is a combination of passing and rushing. I'm thinking that would be Vince Young. It's got to be a quarterback who played a long time. Bo Nix got 5 years in. Tebow's a good option. 3rd and 15. Snap to Wilson. He's going to have his pass swatted down. Ooh, critical master, Colt Brennan from Hawaii. Or is it West Virginia? No, it's Hawaii. Yeah. Is he number 1? Critical master? That was a little bit before like my, I wouldn't say college football era kicked off, but a little before that. He must have played for 5 years. So the Broncos turn it back over to the Cardinals. And Trenton Gill just sends it right into the end zone. Which I guess is actually a decent punt. I didn't realize how far back they were. I was like, aren't we looking to maybe pin them? Not just give them the touchback, but I was overcritical there. Oh, Case Keenum has the most passing yards. Total yards is a different conversation. Do I think Watson will make the team? I don't think so. I think he'll be a practice squad player for them. I think they carry 3 running backs. Javonte Williams, Jaleel McLaughlin, and Audric Estime. And then fullback Michael Burton. We have the, no, we can't find it. I'm very curious who's the FBS all-time leader in total yards. Someone's got to find this answer for me and put it in the chat. Ooh, I can't wait for week 1. This is why I say football's not back until the regular season starts. It's going to be an incredible.
The career leader in total offensive yards is Case Keenum.
Is Case Keenum?
Yeah.
Okay, I buy it.
So I buy that, but yeah, Conga.
Yeah.
Case Keenum. Jesus, 20,000.
Holy smokes. Did he start all 5 years? I mean, he must have. I remember he had that one game with like 7 touchdowns. Ooh, Buda Baker. I like how whoever the sideline reporter is, like, I'm joined now by Cardinals 6-time Pro Bowl, and I go, that's only one player on the Cardinals, Budda Baker. Cardinals logo might be one of the worst in sports. You think the Seahawks is bad?
I hate the Seahawks.
Too vertical for you? Oh, horizontal, sorry. 1st and 10 for Ritter at his own 20. And everyone but the center moved. So this will be a false start. So immediately, it's 1st and 15. Big Herm, tell us about the game, bro. 24-12, fourth quarter of preseason week 3, and it's strictly fourth stringers out there. I don't know what kind of analysis you're looking for. 5-yard pickup. So,
I mean, we could talk
penalty
about
yardage regained.
We could talk about Jarrett Stidham is definitely QB2.
Yeah. I do not think Samaje Perine will make this roster. Him not playing today, I don't know if that helps or hurts him. Like, naturally, you think helps. It makes him a lock. But maybe they felt like they saw everything they wanted to see from him and wanted to get other guys reps. Ritter's 2nd and 9 pass is incomplete. Newsome, who made the nice breakup on the 2-point conversion, in on that play as well. Wazurike, I believe that was, applying the pressure. 3rd and 9. Third and 9 from the 20. Snap to Ritter. He drops back, he throws, and this is incomplete. No flags, incomplete. And the Cardinals, with 8.5, down 12, will likely give it back to Denver. Incomplete. So good coverage. We are 4 minutes away from, 6 minutes away. Math is hard. 6 minutes away from the 2-minute warning. If you want to get entered into our jersey raffle, $20 super chat or $15 Venmo. Right here. Michael Bandy's punt return starts at the 27, across the 35, and 10 yards altogether for the tiny little receiver. First and 10 for Zach Wilson in the offense. $615 people tuned in right now. Hit the sub button. Oh, what's going to happen on this drive? I like it. What's going to happen? Wilson under center, takes the snap, he hands it off. Run for Blake Watson is going to be a nice 7-yard pickup on 1st and 10. I don't know if I think the Broncos could run it out. Yeah. You'd have to get a first down just by like a yard every time because you could run out of field pretty quickly. 2nd and 3. Oh, I'm going TD, baby. Reed thinks a field goal. Give me a TD. As another handoff to Watson. Goes for a first down. Gain of just 4.
PD likes TDs.
I love TDs. I've loved TDs since a young age. Mm-hmm. Always been a TD guy over an FG guy. 1st and 10. Little over 7 minutes remaining. Denver working from their own 46. Handoff once again to Watson. He's going to fall forward, gain of 6. Second down coming up. Ooh, Cardinals opening slate at Buffalo, home against the Rams, home against the Lions, home against the Commanders, at Niners. Not easy, but when you're the Cardinals, I think every team looks kind of tough. I think they come out of that 2-3. Beat the Commanders, and beat one other team. 2nd and 4. Snap to Wilson on second down. He's going to pass. Going deep! Has a man! Caught! Touchdown! Brandon Johnson hauls it in! 46-yard bomb to number 89. What a throw and what a catch. Thread the needle with the safety crashing in. And Zach Wilson with the play of the day. Man, great concentration by Johnson. He's about to get his clock rung by his bell rung by the safety. And the safety kind of whiffs all together.
What?
So
Dude,
back.
What a throw.
Nah, just to get this game to fast forward.
Mercy rule?
And this one definitely puts the game out of reach for Arizona. 31-12 after the extra point. So a third straight win for the Broncos in the preseason. Domination in the month of August. Don't want to peak too early, but still it's fun. I don't know if you'd rather go undefeated versus winless in the preseason, because the numbers kind of say if you go 0-3, you're more likely to make the playoffs than 3-0. But it's still fun in the moment. Yep. Sub for dubs, though. We're going to have, hopefully, a whole lot of fun this year. Bunch of watch parties. And the more subscribers we get, the more studio space I get for watch parties for you guys. So help us reach 24,400 subscribers. We are 49 subs away. 605 people tuned in. 49 of you that are not subscribed. Change that right now. Lock yourself in for the best free Broncos content out there. Brandon Johnson, very nice. Oh, that's awesome. So Will Lutz will kick it off.
I think there's no question that he has a roster spot now.
Yeah, I think he has a roster spot. I think if Denver waives him, someone else will claim him. Yeah. So if they think they can sneak him onto their practice squad, they're wrong. I think Zach Wilson's better than Clayton Tune. Like, the Cardinals should come out of this going, hey, Zach Wilson should be our backup if Denver waives him. I'd swap him for Clayton Tune in a heartbeat. 1st and 10. Yeah, Ritter, unless the Cardinals just keep him because they traded for him, he could be on the street soon. Ritter, play fake on 1st down, throws it to the right, and nice open field tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. In the gun. Ritter surveying, throwing, caught, wide open man, and a gain of about 20 yards actually. So Hassan Hall gets out to about midfield. 21-yard pickup officially. Why does Hassan Hall feel so familiar? Went to Georgia Tech. I remember him at Georgia Tech. 1st and 10. Snap to Ritter. And a QB keeper goes horribly wrong. Loss of 1. Closing in. Got 49. Oh, 38 subs. Chipping away. In 3 minutes, we're going to do our Jersey Duck Race $20 Super Chat to get entered, or a $15 Venmo to Matthew Petey for 2 entries. 2nd and 12.
And it's any jersey you want.
Ritter, pressured. He will keep it and run with it, and Desmond Ritter with his legs will pick up a good chunk of yardage, maybe about 20 yards, and gets out of bounds, too, to stop the clock. Not cool by Ritter.
Jimbo said, bring on the Duckies.
We want the Duckies. We want the Duckies. Every 100 either likes or subscribers is a free entry. We're 38 subs away from a free entry. And it could be multiple entries.
Yeah.
1st and 10. They are approaching the Prize Picks red zone. Ritter hands it off up the middle, gain of 5. 4.5 to go. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. Second and 6, and there's a whistle blown. I think there's an injured player on the field. No, timeout Denver? I don't understand that at all. They want to preserve time for their offense to kneel it out? Okay. Well, that was kind of strange. 2nd and 6. Denver wanting to store time for something. Broncos open up the year at Seattle, home against Pittsburgh and Russell Wilson's return. At Tampa, at the Jets, home against the Raiders. Give me 3 and 2 in that stretch. A win in Seattle, a win against the Steelers. Pass is incomplete, tipped and hopped around. Beat Seattle, although we have a flag down and an injured Cardinal, and Desmond Ritter lost his helmet. So chaos on that play. Roughing the passer. So this will be 1st down Arizona. Thomas and Coombe, the guilty party. Oh, DeAndre Tillman. Sorry, the broadcast got it wrong. $52 likes away from 500. If we get to 500 likes, that's another free entry into our jersey raffle. How can you not want a free entry into a jersey raffle all by liking a video?
And then if we get to 24,400 subscribers, we ask Siri, pick a number 1 through 10. And whatever that number is, that's as many raffle entries that person gets when we do a free one.
We are 47 likes away. Hit that like button if you haven't already. If I don't pick you and you still want to guarantee a spot in it, $20 Super Chat or a $15 Venmo. The Venmo gets you 2 entries and $15. We are at 458 likes, so getting there. 42 likes away. Slap yourself. Let's show the Blue and Orange Club really quickly. We got slap yourself in the chat. Slap yourself, the first member of our Blue and Orange Club. I don't give a buck and I don't give a duck, along with John E. $100 Super Chat or Venmo. Gets you added for weekly shout-outs during all of our watch parties, of course, and during the videos throughout the week. So if you want to get added, $100, greatly, greatly appreciated, of course. I know it's no small amount of money, but it does go a long way to support the channel, and the least I can do is show you a ton of love and give you a boatload of shout-outs at least. for being a proud supporter of this channel. All right, we are getting closer to 500 likes. Can we get there? Can we eke it out? 536 people watching. Are there 34 of you now that have not liked the video? Aaron, appreciate your kind comments and words. Ty-Man the Buckeyes here. A cart came out for a rookie offensive lineman of the Arizona Cardinals. Sucks to see with 4 minutes remaining. Tillman just ran into Ritter, popped the helmet off of the quarterback. Ritter falls into his left tackle, and now Desmond Ritter goes into the blue tent. He probably has to go through a concussion test. So Clayton Tune, I would imagine, is in the game. Could you have imagined, though, if Clayton Tune got injured? What they would do in this point? Yeah. So Clayton Tune steps back into the game, 1st and 10. Takes the snap. Tune looking around. Throwing. Intercepted! It's picked off! Return to the 30. 35, 40. 45, 50.
Go.
Down the sideline. All the way! Touchdown! A pick six!
Goodness.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
A 90-yard pick six.
Oh my God.
What a way to end the preseason with an exclamation point. Lavelle Bailey fighting for a roster spot. Wonder how much more difficult that makes George and Sean Payton's decision.
Oh my God. Desmond Ritter going into the blue tent.
Lavelle Bailey
tired.
with the pick six.
Wow.
Man, that's awesome. He's going to remember that forever.
Give him some oxygen.
He needs it, the altitude.
Wow.
Pick six for Bailey.
What a play. The fact that he brought it all the way back, too.
Oh, what a great ending for what's likely going to be one of the last couple of plays on defense for the Broncos.
Wow. Oh, that was electric. That'll wake you up.
That definitely woke me up.
Woo-hoo. Threw it way behind him.
Great return. He's got the quarterback to beat. He gets a nice block. Look at his defensive tackle. He's got an escort service.
Is.
Dondre Tillman. That's awesome.
Wow. Good
Love
for
that.
him.
We're 21 likes away from 500. Do it for Lavelle Bailey. Come on. Guy just had a 90-yard pick six. Great run by 56. Denver will kick it off to resume the game with under 4 to play. I think there might be a Cardinals fan in the chat here. Bro, we suck. I can only imagine who that's about. So Clayton Tune, who actually had a pretty good first half, I thought, or okay first half, kind of ends the preseason on a bit of a sour note. 14 likes away. Big Herm just needs one more touchdown. Maybe the Cardinals get a garbage touchdown. A cramp right now for someone. Alec Mock, the UDFA out of Air Force. I'm pulling for you, Big Herm. I'm pulling for you. 8 likes away from a free entry for our jersey giveaway at the 2-minute warning. 7 likes away. Can we get there? First and 10 for the Cardinals. 5 likes away.
3.
Oh, can we get there? 3 of you that have not liked the video, what are you holding out for? Get us to 501 likes. Well, I'd say spam TD for the pick 6, and I'll pick someone out of the chat for a free entry into the jersey giveaway. Start spamming TD, and I'm going to pick someone out of the chat for a free entry after this 1st and 10 play by the Cardinals. Spam TD if you want a free entry for the jersey raffle. And a handoff on 1st and 10 is taken down for a little gain of just 2 yards. Okay. I'm going to pick someone out of the chat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've got, RKRUTZER62. I don't know how the hell you pronounce that. RKREUTZER62. RK works. RK. You know who you are, RK. R Krutz? R Kruitz 62. If I didn't pick you and you still want to get entered, $20 super chat or a $15 Venmo to Matthew Petey. The Venmo gets you 2 entries. Oh, if we pick up 27 more subscribers, we'll get another free entry. First and 10 for the Cardinals. They're at their own 40. Duckies are going to get in the pond in 40 seconds. Last call. Handoff is going to go up the middle for 6 yards. That's likely going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Reed's going to get the Duckies in the pond. And that indeed takes us to the 2-minute warning. Duckies are going to hop in the pond at any moment now. Reed's getting all of it ready for us. Oh, no. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Duckies are coming up. $38-12. And then as soon as we get the winner, throw the email on at the bottom. Okay. There it is. So what we're going to do really quickly is just show everyone that's in the race so you can see your own name so you don't have to assume or accuse us of cheating. And we have no control over the Ducks at all. It's just a website that races them. But this is everyone in the Duck race. Are we ready to race them? I think this is everyone. I'm going to give the chat like 5 seconds to speak up if they think they should be in there. I just went through the Venmos one more time. I didn't miss anyone. Yeah. Okay. Let's put the Ducks in the pond. $90-second race. All right. 90-second race. Here we go. Duckies are in the river.
Duckies are in the pond.
Let's send them in. 3, 2, 1. They're off.
Oh.
It's a long race for the Duckies.
Oh, baby.
But Ethan has the early lead. I will warn Ethan, this is not a sprint. It is a marathon. There's a lot of stamina that has to be maintained. Nathan Roloff has 2 Duckies. One of his Duckies has the early lead. I think he's holding the other one in reserve for later. Ethan gesturing or jousting with Nathan for the lead.
Slap yourself coming up top.
Minute to go, a third of the way through the race. Slap yourself
baby.
from the UK. Coming all the way across the
man.
pond for this. 50 seconds to go.
Left.
It's anyone's race right
It's
now.
literally anybody's race.
Meanwhile, the Cardinals run on 2nd and 4 is a loss of 4. Who cares about that? The final's going to be 38-12.
The
in a
Duckies
minute
are
50.
in the pond.
All eyes on the Duckies.
Jimbo pulling the head a little bit.
30 seconds. Look at Jimbo, everyone. Keep your eyes on the pink man, Jimbo. Jimbo, can he hold out for 25 more?
Tristan.
Jimbo's losing
James
speed.
and Tristan
I'm getting
coming up
nervous
top.
for Jimbo. 20 seconds.
Oh no!
Jimbo
Somebody hit a break.
hits the gas.
Still
Jimbo,
strong.
15 seconds. Can Jimbo do it? I'm holding my breath for
Jimbo's
Jimbo.
holding on.
10.
Oh,
Jimbo, 9.
but here
Jimbo,
comes
8. Jimbo, 5. Jimbo, no.
Jimbo, no.
Jimbo, no.
Cecilio.
It's Cecilio.
Oh man.
If you're Jimbo, how do you fall asleep tonight?
Oh, Jimbo.
I'm so sorry, Jimbo.
Jimbo, that was tough.
Congratulations to Cecilio. Cecilio, we're going to get my email at the bottom in 2 seconds. Please email me your address so we can, or just get in touch with me so I can get your address, and then we'll get you your jersey, tell me what player you want, what size. Cecilio, congratulations. I'm still just like recovering from that last play, from that last ending. So congrats to Cecilio for winning. We're going to have more duck races this year, so if you missed out on this one, don't worry, we'll have plenty more. But we are final from Denver, 38-12. The Broncos end the preseason a perfect 3-0. And now all eyes are on Seattle. So let's get some good vibes in the chat. We're going to sign off, and we'll let you guys get on with the rest of your Sunday night. But the final from Denver, 38-12, Broncos over the Cardinals. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us during our watch party, and we'll see you throughout the entire regular season.